3 games of the season against the Oakland A's in the West, and that will complete and then move us to the 2019 playoffs to see who is going to represent each and every team for the playoffs, in which I will be covering every single game of the 2019 playoffs. So it should be a good fun night. This is the first game of the 3-game set with Detroit. As you can see, Minnesota has not had any issues right now as they lead it 8-0 as Jake Arduzzi, as they chased Jordan Zimmerman out of the game after 2 2/3 innings pitched, and just nothing that the team could do there. As you can see, the lineup for Detroit: Harrison, Mercer, Murphy, Cabrera, Castellanos, Stewart, Matuk, Candelario, and then Grainer behind the plate for Detroit. And of course for Minnesota this season, Buxton, Polanco, Cruz, Schoop, and then Gonzalez, Cron, Kepler, Rosario, and then Jason Castro behind the plate for the Twins, in which they're hoping to get things going and hopefully end the season on a positive note here. So they certainly have assembled a great team, as the game tonight, Arduzzi so far, as they are pitching really well. Alright, so as we kind of get to this point, and Christian Stewart, so Arduzzi not happy with the signals, so he wanted to do over again. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Christian Stewart of Detroit. 8-0. And there's the base hit. Feet only at 50. And here is, and just kind of right there for the smacking and a base hit there. So 1 ball, 2 strikes as Mickey Matuk comes to the plate with Stewart at first base. As that is no chance of getting that one. Christian Stewart's going to hang up at second base as Buxton quickly gets it in. And now 2 on, no one out. As Detroit showing a little bit of life here. With the record they have this season, to a point, ending it on a decent note would really work out well for him. And here's Jamer Candelario. As he faces a 1-1 count, and there's a nice strike with a split finger fastball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Arduzzi pops this one up. Candelario to left field, still carrying, but nice catch for Rosario. Stewart will go ahead and tag and make it third base. So first and third with 1 away, as Candelario was at least able to get his man over to third base with 1 away. And here is Grayson Grainer. 9 home runs, 41 RBIs, 0 for 1. And a 3-1 count to face for him. As that is a deep drive, and that is out of here. So a 3-run homer for Grainer, his 10th of the season, 392 feet. And Detroit gets on the board here in the 5th inning. 8-3, Minnesota leads it. As the former skipper of the Minnesota Twins, he likes it. So as they're kind of big time, I tell you, he really got all of that one. As I tell you, the man in the bottom of the order, you were able to do that. Very nice job. And here Josh Harrison. So still 1 away. And this is a ground ball right to the shortstop, and I'd say just got him at first base. Harrison couldn't believe it, but he was out. Not by much, though. And here is Jordy Mercer, 0 for 2 in the game. And he will face a full count coming his way. got him swinging, so rough inning for Gibson, but he was able to, or Doozy, he was able to shake it off as Detroit still leads it. Detroit's still trailing 8-3. As we go to the bottom of the fifth inning, Castro, Buxton, and Polanco due up. So here's Jason Castro, 0 for 1 in the game, 243 average this season, as he will face off against Moore. And Matt Moore, who had to come in the third inning. And there's a strike with a fastball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. As he is going to try and hang us with the knuckle curve. As Zuhu, I tell you, it did not miss by much. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. But you kind of saw the knuckle curve really bend, but here, there you can see it was well below the knees. And look out! So it'll be a full count. Buxton on deck, 12 home runs, 41 RBIs. As Castro was able at least to work it back to a full count. As there is a fly ball, but 1 away for the right fielder. And Castro is retired, so 1 out, and Buxton will be due up. So nice run out there in right field for Castellanos, as he was able to take care of that. And here's Byron Buxton. As always, a threat to steal in this game. Ground ball. They have to hurry, and they do get him. So 2-way. Hey, Mike and Lady, how's it going for a Polanco? 9 home runs in the game. So the pitch, and he'll pop this one up as we are out 1-2-3 inning. Christian Stewart takes care of that one. So Detroit hold serve after getting 3 in the top end of the 5th inning. That hold serve here in the bottom. So we go to 6th inning. Minnesota still leads it 8-3. And here is Daniel Murphy, 0 for 2 in the game. Just not a good. And Hildenberger up in the bullpen right now for Urjuzi. And there is a fly ball, but will hit the seats in foul territory. So it will be a 1-2 count. So Urjuzi here in the 6th inning, hoping to have a painless inning, as he did not in the 5th. And there's 1 away as Kepler takes care of that one. Yep, Minnesota's doing well. All they have to do is just finish off this 3-game set here against Detroit, and that should be good enough for them to clinch the AL Central. Right now they lead Cleveland by 6 games. As the last game they played, they lost 2-0 to Oakland, while Cleveland won theirs to trim a 6.5 lead down to 6 games. And here's Miguel Cabrera, and he pops this one up. Not the best swing, and CJ Cron will take care of that. 2-way. So Jake Urjuzi really throwing well. Here's Nicholas Castellanos, 1 for 2 in the game. And he inherits a 3-0 count. And there is ball 4. So Urjuzi, I guess he didn't want to have anything much to do with him. So here's Christian Stewart, 2 for 2, 2 singles, and scored a run. He also has 15 home runs, 49 RBIs this season. And got him with the nice 2-seamer. 1-2-3 inning as Detroit is taken care of. So Minnesota still leads it 8-3 as we get a bottom of the 6th inning. Now here is Nelson Cruz, 36 home runs, 107 RBIs this season for Minnesota. He has just been absolutely lights out for the team this year. And there is Both him and Jonathan Show well over 100. Now 107 RBIs for Cruz, 111 for Jonathan Show so far this season. And got him with that circle change. So one away as Moore takes care of Cruz. As he kind of just took the ball way outside to tempt him, and yep, nothing you can do about that. So one away, and here is the man I was just talking about, Johnson Show. So 2 balls, 1 strike count, and there's a ball downstairs with the circle change. So 3-1. Definitely not the type of count you want against this man, who's been swinging the bat fairly well this season for Minnesota. As he'll drive this one, how far is this one going to go? It's back there, it's off the wall, home run. And Jonathan Shope hits 3rd home run tonight. 35, 36, 37, and it's 9-3. My goodness, welcome to history right there. 3 home runs in a game. I don't know if Minnesota's ever had that type of power outage. But Jonathan Shope just absolutely right off the grass up. Yep, home run. His 3rd home run tonight for Jonathan Shope. And a fantastic effort. Here is Marwin Gonzalez playing 3rd base as this ball goes foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. So the team's recovering tonight near the end of the season. Of course, the Minnesota Twins in their 3-game series against the Detroit, and then of course the Angels ending things in the West with a 3-game series against the Oakland A's. And then we'll take a look and see how the 2019 playoffs are going to be stacked up. And this is a deep drive, Gonzalez, and that is gone. His 25th of the season, 419 feet. Marwin Gonzalez, home run, and it's 10-3. As the fans, this dude's dancing some jiggy wiggy there. So Gonzalez is 25th of the season, as he certainly got all of that one, as he just kind of got what he could, and that ball just kept carrying into that deck right there, just over the big wall. And here's CJ Cron with an 0-2 count to him. And there is strike 3. So swing and miss. We're going to win. So 10-3. So CJ Cron, no chance of catching up with that one. And here is Max Kepler. So Moore, definitely not the amount of innings he wanted in this game. Definitely a little bit of a rude homecoming for the former manager of the Twins here, Gardenhire. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. But the fans did give him a nice standing ovation before the game began to acknowledge his accomplishments here with the team. Led him to a Mercer 1-2-3 inning. So we'll get back to the other thing. So 1-2-3 inning. Let's go Twinkies. The Twins lead it 10-3. So Mickey Motuk coming into the game, as he got a nice base hit last time up, and then was stranded at, and then came home on the 3-run homer. Mike Grenier, Mickey Motuk, and this ball is out of here. So his 20th of the year, and all suddenly the target field is becoming the launching pad here in this this first game of this 3-game set. That's the first line of the Twin song. Okay. from a Tug with his 20th home run of the season. I mean, he had all of it, and he just wanted to stay in the foul pole area, and it certainly did that. So here is Jamir Candelario. As our doozy trying to settle down now here in the 7th inning, 1 away. So Candelario is taken care of. And here's Grayson Grenier, his 10th homer in the 5th inning, 3-run jack. As he certainly had all of that one. When the Twins were up 8-0, he gave them 3 runs to make it 8-3. And there's 2 away. And here's Josh Harrison, 0 for 3 in the game, and was called out on a very close play at first base. And there's a ball upstairs. Okay. And there's a ground ball right to second. Johnson Scope with the nice dig, 2 away. And 1-2-3 inning actually. So done and done as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Rosario, Castro, Buxton. 7th inning stretch time. Minnesota leads at 10-4. And Eddie Rosario coming into game 0 for 1, as he has been the product of 2 walks in this game. So he's hoping to get on base by the old-fashioned way, and he won't get on this one. So Castellanos takes care of it, 1 away. And here's Jason Castro. That's cool. Has been around forever. Very cool. And there's a foul ball at the knuckle curve for Jason Castro. So Gardhire trying to show his faith in Moore to get us at least through another inning. Blaine Hardy and Buck Farmer up in the bullpen. And there's a foul ball, so still 1 ball, 2 strikes. And got him looking at strike 3. So nice pitching there by Moore, 2 away. And here is Byron Buxton, 2 for 4 in the game, double, single, 3 RBIs, gives him 41 for the season. As this ball is fly ball deep, still carrying, and there's out number 3, Christian Stewart snaps it. So 1-2-3 inning, no damage done. 2, 3, and 4 for Detroit coming up as we go to the 8th inning. And here's Trevor Hildenberger, 89th appearance of the season, 7-3 record, 1 save, 2.98 ERA, as he has certainly been very effective coming out of the pen. Left-handers, boy, he certainly has them locked up. 176 average against Trevor Hildenberger. And here is Jordy Mercer, former Pittsburgh Pirate. Both him and Josh Harrison, former Pirates on this Detroit team this year. And kind of slinging in there with that slider. So 3-0 count to 3-2. So full count. As this ball will go foul and off the brick wall. So 2 away. Still 3-2 count. As that will go foul once again. So still 3-2 count. And popped him up. Looks like Marwin Gonzalez will have a play on it here, and 1 away. Song is better. Yep, that is very cool. And here is Daniel Murphy, the first baseman. Basically playing first base a lot this season since Cabrera's been moved to the DH role. So 3-1 count to him. 3 balls, 1 strike. With Cabrera on deck. As he entered this season, 462 home runs, and what a catch by Buxton. Just literally at the tip end of his glove, and was able just to haul that thing in there. Nice catch, and 2 away. And here is Miguel Cabrera. 0 for 3 in the game. Even though he is starting to kind of get up there, you still have to respect the power that this man can bring. Very nice catch. So you still have to respect the power this man can bring to the plate. As that is a base hit, as Hildenberger kind of had to move ever so slightly out of the way not to get hit with that ball coming right back at him. Yeesh. Talk about a trim. Yeah, I like a shave, but not that close. So 2-way, and Nicholas Castellanos, 15 home runs, 77 RBIs, 1 for 2 in the game. As Detroit trying to keep this rally going. I guess Minnesota, there's a strike. So 3-1, it was 3-0. So Hildenberger trying to get the count back to a favorable end here. And Castellanos right down the line. Now, of course, Cabrera does not run that well, so I'll be shocked that they are going to send him at home. And that was a mistake by Ron Gardenhire, as he is thrown out 1 inning. So here's Buck Farmer, 81st appearance of the season, 7-4 record, 1 save, 4.35 ERA, and he is 2/3 of an inning shy of 100 innings this season, 77 strikeouts. Now relievers, I tell you, relievers, I mean, starting pitchers, I can believe, of course they're going to get well over 100. I really feel, boy, you're really being well used if you are that close to 100 innings just coming out of the pen. So Buck Farmer with Rosario or Jorge Polanco here at the plate. 1-2 count. And Buck Farmer 2-2. I don't mind mistakes by them. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And there's a foul ball, so still 2 balls, 2 strikes. And there is a foul ball. Still will be 2 balls, 2 strikes. As he'll pop this one up, Polanco will, and looks like Christian Stewart will have an easy play, 1 away. And here is Nelson Cruz, 1 for 3, single, RBI, a run, 36 home runs. Jonathan Schoop passing him after his 3rd home run. Last time he was at bat. There is a healthy swing. So full count. So 3-1 to 3-2 for Buck Farmer. And there's a ground ball right to 3rd. Good play. Nice throw. Murphy with the nice dig. 2-way. So Cruz, they will be done, and here is Jonathan Schoop, 3 for 4, 3 home runs, 5 RBIs, 3 runs come across, and a chance possibly to go for 4. And an 0-2 count to him. As he'll get a nice right out this one, no home run, but it will be a double. That goes right off the left field wall. And a nice double there for Johnson Shope, as he is certainly having a whale of a game, his 34th double of the season. He is really seeing the ball well here at this point. And here's Marvin Gonzalez. 3-0 count to him. With Johnson Shope. With Johnson Shope at second base. Now 3-1 count. So Gonzalez there, strike two with the changeup. So full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hey, boy, that one kind of got away from him. So ball 4. So first and second, 2 away. And Farmer issues up his first walk. And here's C.J. Cron, 0 for 4, 18 dingers this year, 56 RBIs. Has certainly done a good job playing first base for the Twins this year with the retirement of Joe Mauer. So C.J. Cron, who played behind Albert Pujols in Anaheim for the Angels, not playing behind anybody. And I mean, that slider just missed. So ball 4. Buck Farmer certainly struggling with the control here is Ron Gardenhire. And here's Kepler, 2 for 4, double single, a run. As Gardenhire will go ahead and make the switch and put in Blaine Hardy. So 69th appearance for him, 3-2 record, 2 saves, 4.35 ERA. So 51 strikeouts. So Buck Farmer does. Well, he did get 2 outs, so he does get to 100 innings pitched this season. So amazing effort by Farmer. And there is a foul ball off the curve. So full count. Nowhere to put anybody. As he just hung that curveball. It looks like Castellanos will have it. And bases loaded. Jam got out of the jam itself. Detroit still down 10-4. 6, 7, and 8 coming up, due up for the Tigers. So there's the skyline of Minnesota and the very, very fast traffic. And here's Trevor Mays, 74th appearance for him, as he has certainly done his job out of the pen. 6-4 record, 7 saves, 3.23 ERA, and he has eclipsed 100 innings this year. 103rd innings pitched, 88 strikeouts, as he is looking to just finish this thing off. Christian Stewart, 2 for 3 in the game. 2 for 3 in the game. And this ball will go foul. So change up. Yeah, let's just get 3 outs and go celebrate. And struck him out. So 1 away. And here's Mickey Matuk, 2 for 3 with a home run, his 20th of the year. And a full count to him. So foul ball. So still a full count. As this will be a fly ball out to Kepler, 2-way. And here's Jamir Candelario, 0 for 3 in the game. As that ball will go foul, so 1-2. And got him swinging. 1-2-3 inning, as Trevor May finishes it off. And the Twins win. Narduzzi will win his 13th game of the season. They go to 13-5. And there you see the center outfielder's celebration jump fantastic job as once again the Twins find a way to win and continue to put that pressure on the Cleveland Indians. So Jordan Zimmerman takes the loss, lasting only 2 2/3 innings pitched, 8 hits, 7 runs, all earned, 5 walks, 1 strikeout, drops to 6-9 on the season. And Arduzzi, as I mentioned, went 7 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, but 13 wins this season in pitching. Show, boy, what a job he did today. 4 for 5, 3 home runs, a double, 5 RBIs, and Marwin Gonzalez homering his 25th home run of the season. Buxton with 2 for 5 with a double, 3 RBIs for him. Everybody was busy today. Cruz with his 107th RBI. Show with 5 RBIs in this game gives him 112. Gonzalez with his solo shot gives him 77 on the year. Buxton with 3 gives him 41 for the season. Arduzzi, his 13th win of the season. Hildenberger and May finished it up. And for Detroit, Grenier, his 10th home run, and Batuk, his 20th. And that was pretty much all. And Christian Stewart stole his 12th base of the season. Zimmerman, like I said, went 2 2/3 innings pitched. Moore went 4 1/3, 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned. To him, 4 strikeouts though. And then Farmer only lasted 2/3, 1 hit, 2 walks, and then Hardy finished up that 8th inning. So good win for Detroit, for Minnesota, as they pounded 13 hits. Detroit only got 8, plus they had 1 error in the game, and that big 7-run 3rd inning is what really did it for Minnesota in this game. So 10-4. So as we go into game number 2, it'll be Michael Pineda against Tyson Ross. As we quickly take a look at the standings right now, Indians losing. They now dropped to 7 games, and with that win over Detroit, the Twins clinched the division in the Central. So, thank goodness. So I think the Stros have clinched, the Twins have clinched, the Yankees and the Red Sox. The Yankees, don't know if they've clinched yet. They've clinched a playoff spot. So has the Red Sox. They've clinched a wild card spot. So, they've already. So the Yankees will win the division, with the Red Sox clinching one of the 2 spots in the wild card. The Mariners trying to hold off the Angels. Angels only trail 3.5 games from the wild card spot. The Mariners trying to catch up the Nationals. Healthy lead in the East, with the Phillies at 12.5 games back, and then the Mets at 14.5. The Brewers trying to hold off the Cubs at 4.5 games as they clinch a postseason appearance for them. And the Dodgers only leading the Rockies by half a game. The Dodgers certainly on a tailspin right now, losing 5 in a row, while the Rockies just dropped a game to keep them at half a game right now. So things are really, really tight in the West, and then Rockies and the Cubs, with the Cardinals right there to possibly see if they can grab one of those wild card spots. So it would be a tremendous thing for the team if they could do that. So the Twins going with the alternate uniforms today, and it's Pineda, 13-12 on the season, as he is looking to, he certainly has improved from 8-4 to 13-12 this year, 13 wins, pitching for Minnesota, and then for it's the same lineup as before. So Blake, who's hot over the last 10 games? Blake Parker, 14 strikeouts, allowing absolutely nothing in the last 10 games. Michael Fulmer, 3.71 ERA, 16 strikeouts. And then there's our starting lineup. Everybody pretty much the same on this lineup for Detroit, and everyone pretty much the same for Minnesota. She expected nothing less out of this whole thing for ladies. So Michael Pineda, 32nd start, 13-12 record, 4.03 ERA, and 183 innings pitched, and 158 strikeouts. That is quite amazing. We're going to jump ahead, and Pineda right now giving up 2 runs. And here's Jamir Candelario, 0 for 1 in the game. as Detroit struck for 2 in the first inning. So Pineda still on the mound, and there's a ball up, 6 outs, 1 walk, 4 hits, only 2 runs. That is all they have given up. As this ball will go foul. So still full count. And ball 4 is Pineda, just kind of a little bit on the outside there pitching. So, and here is Grayson Grenier, 0 for 1 in the game, struck out in the second inning. And 1-2 count to 1 2 strike count to him. And ball way upstairs. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Castro behind the plate once again, as he has been all year. So good catch by that fan out there. So nobody in the bullpen right now. As the ball will go foul once again. So still 2-2 count. So Gardenhire hoping to steal one of these games in this series against his former team he used to manage. It led to 2 World Series championships. And there's a ground ball. So quick, nice turn on the double play. Nicely done. Quick flip to the shortstop, quick return to first, and a nice double play there. Just quick flipping. Nicely done there. You see Scope and company wearing the nighttime shades. And here's Josh Harrison, 0 for 2 in the game, former Pittsburgh Pirate. And got him with that nice heat. So 1, 2, 3 inning. As Detroit, Pineda still throwing the ball well by his 5th strikeout. So bottom of the 5th inning, and Detroit still leads it 2-0. And here's CJ Cron, 0 for 1 in the game, popped out in the second inning as he is up against Tyson Ross. So Tyson Ross, very young pitching staff for Detroit, with the exception of Jordan Zimmerman. So nice pitch there for Tyson Ross, 1 away. He really knows how to throw the ball well. And here's Max Kepler. As Kepler, a ground ball right to short. Good stop behind the shortstop, 2-way. And Tyson Ross so far is pitching fairly well. So Kepler not happy. He thought he had good wood on that one. And here's Eddie Rosario, 1 for 1. A single in the 3rd inning. And he inherits a 3-0 count. And there's the ball 4. So Rosario will take first base on the walk. And here is Jason Castro, 0 for 1 in the game. 10 home runs, 37 RBIs. Struck out in the second inning. And there's a foul ball, so it will be 2 balls, 2 strikes. As this ball will be grounded, and no chance to get the double play, as they'll just go ahead and get the single out. Actually, they'll be 1, 2, 3 innings. So Detroit still holding a 2-0 lead. Mercer, Murphy, and Cabrera due up. And here's Jordy Mercer, solo shot home run in the first inning. And this is right to Jonathan Shope at first base, and 1 away. And second base, 1 away. So Jordy Mercer is retired, and here's Daniel Murphy. So Murphy and Mercer Both solo shot home runs in the first inning to give them a 2-0 lead, and that's been the damage so far for Detroit. So the big question as we get near the end of the schedule is where everybody is going to be playing in the postseason and who's going to face off with who. So that ball goes foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As this is a flare shot over to Marwin Gonzalez, 2-way. And here is Miguel Cabrera, double in the first inning, as he was thrown out at home in game 1, trying to come all the way around first base. And there's a foul ball. And the speed is not what it used to be for him. Not to say he was ever that fast, but definitely not what it was when he was when he started out with the Florida Marlins. And struck him out with that nice slider. 1-2-3 inning. Easy does it for Michael Pineda. So 2-0 Detroit, bottom of the 6th inning. And here's Byron Buxton, 0 for 2 in the game with 2 strikeouts, and definitely the man Detroit does not want on the base pass because he is super fast. And there is a ground ball right to third. And Delario, nice throw to Murphy, 1 away. Yep, let's get some hits here, Minnesota. And here is Jorge Polanco, 0 for 2 in the game, 2 ground outs. And there's a strike with the fastball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. As this is going to be trouble, and this will be a base hit. So nice jam job there, but he was somehow able to get the base hit. No, he was able to get the base hit. So, and here's Nelson Cruz, double in the 4th inning, 1 for 2 in the game. So yes, he can steal. So they're just going to chase him back over. So only the 3rd hit. And there's a jam job base hit, Nelson Cruz. And that is going to get the man over to third base. So nice hit for Nelson Cruz. And now Minnesota's got something working. So back-to-back bloop singles. And with that nice speed at first base, got him over to third. And here is Jonathan Schoop, who is an incredible hitter. Full count to him, though, with 1 out. And he just hung that slider there, daring him to hit it. And Jonathan Schoop went after his 3 home run effort in game 1. And here's Marwin Gonzalez, 0 for 2 in the game. Also hit his 25th home run in game 1 of this series against Detroit. And this is down the line. So nice hit for Marwin Gonzalez, but not a heck of a whole lot of speed there at first base, so he'll just go to second. And Marwin Gonzalez is 78th RBI of the season. Nice hit there. Got some nice contact and the base hit. So 1 ball, 1 strike to CJ Cron, as he is hoping to extend the inning here for Minnesota. Minnesota's starting to brew something up here. Ground ball to first, though, as that will be taken by Murphy, and a 1-2-3 inning. But Minnesota does scrap for 1 thanks to Marwin Gonzalez. Detroit now leads at 2-1 as we go to the 7th inning. And here is Nicholas Castellanos, 1 for 2 in the game, double in the 4th inning. He does have 15 home runs. And they are really starting to get into the pressure point of this game. 7th inning. So Pineda would love to go to 14-12 on the season. It would be hard luck, tough luck if he was to lose this game and go to 13-13 on the season. He has really pitched well with a nice strikeout on the nice strikeout over the cutter there, which he does not throw that much. Mike's home and taking over on Mike. So Christian Stewart due up in Michael Pineda, as that ball will go foul. Now Pineda, his job is just to hold serve right now. And there's a ground ball right to CJ Cron, who is taking a little leisure walk to first. Still stepped on bag 2 away. And here's Mickey Matuk, 0-for-2 in the game. 2 groundouts in the game after getting a home run in game 1, his 20th of the season. As this ball will go foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. So we have Minnesota, and then we'll have the Angels. And then we'll see what we get for the 2019 playoffs. Tough ground ball here. Gonzalez now no shot of getting Matuk there at first base. So a little nibbler there, but very tough play for Gonzalez. Good field, but just too slow on that ground ball. So still 2 away, and here's Jamir Candelario. As he'll pop this one up, and looks like Buxton will have a play on it. 1, 2, 3 inning. So 7th inning stretch time. Detroit still leads it 2-1 with 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Twins. Now here's Blaine Hardy, his 70th appearance of the season. 3-2 record, 2 saves, 4.33 ERA. 70 2/3 inning pitch, 51 strikeouts, and as you can see against left-handers, highly effective against the lefties, 198. And he is facing lefty Max Kepler, 0-for-2 in this game, and a 1-2 count. And ground ball right to Daniel Murphy, and 1 away. The stretch feels good. So how's work tonight, Mike? So here's Eddie Rosario, 1-for-1, single in the 3rd inning. As this ball will go foul. There's a ball downstairs with a curve, so still 2 balls, 2 strikes. As he will pop this one up, and 2 away, so 2 away. Work was very humid. Okay, so here's Jason Castro for 2 in the game. There's a ground ball, so it will still be 1-2. So Blaine Hardy says, let's go through those signals again. And got him with the fastball. 1, 2, 3 inning. Hardy holds the rope. The Twins still down by 1 as we go to the 8th inning. And here's Trevor Hildenberger. His 90th appearance of the season, 7-3 record, 1 save, 2.94 ERA. As you can see, just very good against the lefties, 175 average hitting against him. And here's Grayson Grenier, 0-for-2 in the game, struck out, grounded out. Last time he was up, and he inherits a full count. So the Twins trying to polish off the Detroit Tigers. They They have already clinched the Central away from Cleveland. And there's one away. Nice strikeout with that slider. And once we get through the Angels' 3-game set against Oakland, then we will see what we're going to be looking like for the postseason. Who is going to face off against who. So Josh Harrison 0 for 3 in the game. Both him and Jordy Mercer, former Pirates, on this Detroit Tigers team. And popped him up. Just jammed him. And this will be taken by Johnson Scope. 2-way in the 8th inning. And here's Jordy Mercer. 1 for 2. A solo home run in the first inning. Both him and Murphy solo jacks in the first inning. And that's pretty much been the entire offense for Detroit. As Tyson Ross has certainly gave Detroit some good innings. And then Hardy certainly did his job out of the pen against the 3 lefties for Minnesota. But this drive is deep and it's carrying, and it is out of here. As Jordy Mercer, his 2nd home run, only his 11th of the year, as Hildenberger's like, really? And that gives Detroit a 3-1 lead, and Rod Gardenhire likes what he sees as he's trying to spoil the party here in Minnesota as the returning former manager of the Minnesota Twins. Now he just kind of got a little bit under it, enough power to carry it, and that ball was in the second deck. So 2-way. Daniel Murphy still 2-way, and Hildenberger looking to finish off. There's a strike, so it will be 1 ball, 2 strikes to Daniel Murphy. Also homered in the first inning. Back-to-backers for Detroit Tigers in that first inning. And then Hildenberger gets him to pop up, and looks like shortstop will take care of it. And a 1-2-3 inning by Jordy Mercer. Getting the solo jack gives Detroit a 3-1 lead, but 1, 2, and 3 leading up for Minnesota in the bottom of the 8th inning. And here is Joe Jimenez, 59th appearance of the season for him. 1-5 record, 1 save, 5.04 ERA. As he is coming out of the pen, looking to hold serve right now. Byron Buxton 0 for 3 in the game. Ground out in the 6th inning. And boy, that was an ugly swing at that slider. 1 away. Just terrible swing. So 1 away. And here is Jorge Polanco. And this ball will go foul at the ball boy. And there's a ball inside with a slider. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. As the ball will go foul once again. It's a pretty decent crowd here tonight at Target Field. And struck him out, so 2-way as Joe Jimenez coming in good. So game 3 of the series will be back home in the old Metrodome. And here's Nelson Cruz, 2 for 3 in the game, double, a single, as he has certainly been, him and Jonathan Schoop have been a power keg for this team this season, leading the team in home runs. struck him out of a very high fastball. 1-2-3 inning. So we go to the 9th inning. Time to really hold serve here. Detroit still leads at 3-1. So there's the nighttime sky of Minneapolis, Minnesota. And the fast traffic. And here's Ryan Harper, 78th appearance of the season. Very decent. 6-2 record, 1 save, 6.91 ERA. Yeah, definitely would like to bring that down, as he has pitched 69 innings this year. 1 for 3. Miguel Cabrera, double in the first inning, and I tell you, even though he's starting to get up here, he is still a threat for the long ball. Started this season with 462 home runs. And that, you can add another one to his home run total. And that is out of here. His 24th of the season, 405 feet. And that one was a towering shot. So give him 486 for his career numbers. For his career numbers. So he is still behind the 500 home run ball, but I tell you, just that one right there just gets him that much closer to 500. And here's Nicholas Castellanos, 15 home runs, 77 RBIs, 1 for 3 in the game as Miggy sets as this is going to be a base hit. And I think some of the Minnesota faithful start to beat the traffic. And there's a nice slurve for strike 2. So full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And there is ball 4. So Blaine Harper certainly, yep, this is what experience will do for you. And here's Mickey Matuk, 1 for 3 in the game, single in the 7th inning. And he also inherits a 3-0 count. And there's a strike. So 3-1. And there's ball 4. So Blaine Harper certainly struggling in his innings here. So Jameer Candelario 0 for 2 in the game, and nowhere to put anybody. And there's a ground ball, a quick flip to the first, and they just got him at home plate. Nice flip at home for Blaine Harper. They get the first out, but they still run into serious trouble with the bases still loaded. 0 for 3. Grayson Grenier, 10 home runs on the season. 1-1 count to him, and this ball will go foul. So right now they're just going. Minnesota's coaching staff pitching coach going to talk to Ryan Harper. He's already thrown 18 pitches in this inning. As right now we have Andrew Vasquez up in the bullpen right now. And there is the beauty of a slurve. So 2-way. So Detroit, if Minnesota can hold it right here, they would need 3 to win, 3 to tie, 4 to win the ball game in the 9th inning. That slurve was just a thing of beauty. And here's Josh Harrison, 0 for everything in this game. As this ball will go foul. So I tell you, Ryan Harper was in serious trouble. Bases loaded, no one out. Got the force out at home, and they got the strikeout. And there's the ball inside to Josh Harrison, and then Jordy Mercer, who's already homered twice in this game, on deck. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. As this ball will go foul. As this ball, fly ball, and a base hit. So no chance to get anybody. As that one falls in, Harrison drives in 2, and it's now 6-1. No, just kind of got it right there, and a base hit. And Harper, yep, I would figure he is losing confidence, getting tired. And here is Jordy Mercer. There's a strike on the corner. So 3-1. And there's a foul ball with a slurve, so it will be full count. So full count, and popped him up. So it looks like Kepler will have a play on it. 1, 2, 3 inning. But the damage is done. 3 runs here in the top of the 9th inning. And it is 6-1 Detroit. Schoop, Gonzalez, and Cron due up for Minnesota. Shane Green coming in to finish this one out. 49th appearance, 1-6 record, 30 saves on the year, 5.40 ERA. His 45th, he has pitched 45 innings, 36 strikeouts in this game. And here is Jonathan Schoop, 37 home runs, 112 RBIs, 0 for everything in this game. And that's the beauty about baseball. You can have a good game one day and then just, terrible game the next, and then you still have the next day. There's a base hit right down the line. So Christian Stewart's going to quickly get this back in, and it will be a nice double. Yep, rally, rally, rally. And Schoop, his 35th double of the season. And that was just ripped right down the line. And Alcantara and Buck Farmer up in the bullpen for Detroit, just in case. And here's Marwin Gonzalez. There's a swing and a miss, strike 1. He led the RBI that led to Detroit's, to Minnesota's only run in this game. As this ball will go foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And, right off the pitcher. And a quick throw to first, and just beat it out. No one out. And the runners at the corners. So Buck Farm, so right back to Green, just off the arm. And then Grenier quickly hustled out there to get the throw, but Gonzalez beats it out. So first and third, no one out. And here CJ Cron, 0 for 3 in the game, 18 home runs, 56 RBIs. Thoroughly getting his shot at first base this year with the, with Joe Mauer retiring. He played for so long, backing up Albert Pujols in Anaheim with the Angels, and now he's playing first base. Literally a lock at first base all this year. And not a bad first season with the Twins, 18 home runs. And there's a ball outside, so 2 balls and 2 strikes. And there's a swing and miss at the 2-seamer, and there's 1 away. So Green gets the first out here in the 9th inning. Little so 2-seam fastball, and here is Max Kepler. So Kepler, Rosario, and Castro. And 1 ball, 2 strike count to Kepler, as he'll get this one up the middle. Base hit. That will get in a run. Runner going to third. Gonzalez just got in there ahead of the throw, and it's now Still first and third, one out, and a run comes in, and it's now 6-2. So here's Eddie Rosario, 1 for 2 in the game, 12 home runs, 57 RBI, single in the third inning. And boy, do they need a big hit here. 2-1 count for him. And this ball will go foul. Yep, very nice running as Marwin certainly was not going to slow down. As this ball will go foul. So there's the charge by the hometown crowd, and this just caught a piece of the bat for foul balls. Still 2-2. And this ball will go foul. So it's still 2 balls, 2 strikes. And there's a ball missed. So Castro on deck, full count to Rosario. And just kept it alive there. So still full count. And that's a base hit. So another run comes in. That makes it 6-3 with still 1 away. And Rod Gardenhire doesn't like what he sees right now. So slider right there for the Pickens as Rosario tries that one for a base hit. And it's 6-3, and here is Jason Castro, 0 for 3 in the game, struck out in the 7th inning here. And let's see, we are going to get a mound visit by the coaching staff. Shane Green runs 22 pitches in this inning, and looks like they are going to make some changes here. So they're going to bring in Buck Farmer. So 82nd game of the season, 7-4 record, 1 save, 4.32 ERA. Going for his second save, 77 strikeouts. As Green entered the game not in a save situation, but now that 6-3, time to start thinking of that save situation. There's high and tight ball to Jason Castro, 2-2. And that is past first base. And here comes another run, and it's 6-4. That's Gardenhire. Does not like what he sees here. Is Castro delivering a big hit there. And Daniel Murphy could not come up with that play. And here is Byron Buxton, 0 for 4 in the game, 6-4. So 3 in the 9th inning here, after Detroit scored 3 in the top of the 9th inning. Minnesota coming back here. There's, boy, how close is that? 1 ball, 2 strikes. A very tough take. And this ball will go foul. Yes, let's go Twins indeed. Buxton, big hit here. And that is off the end of the bat. That is going to find the outfield grass. A base hit, 6-5, and runners still move up to second and third. Still with 1 out, 19th double of the season, as Buxton just got enough of it get in there in the outfield. And it's now for a Polanco, Nelson Cruz and company due up. There's a ball inside. So Farmer not thrilled with that call. And there's a strike with a slider. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. This season is Victor Alcantara up in the bullpen right now. And yes, he did commit to the swing. And Buck Farmer gets a huge strikeout. As we'll take another look at the show motion swing. Yep, he did break the plane of the plate. So struck him out. And here's Nelson Cruz. So 1-1 count to him as he is facing off against Buck Farmer. And there's a strike with a changeup. Big strike there. So 1-2 count to Nelson Cruz. And he'll pop this one up with a slider. Looks like the third baseman in foul territory has it, and oh my goodness. And Detroit just barely hangs on for a 6-5 win, as they'll split, they now get a win in this series. They even the record at 1-1 in this series. And Rod Gardenhire, in his return to Target Field, gets a big win for Detroit. For Minnesota, well, the AL Central still clinched either way. So Tyson Ross gets the win, his 8th of the season, 8-12, and Michael Pineda takes the tough loss after only giving up 2 runs in his 7 innings of work, and takes the loss 13-13. Despite 7 strikeouts, 2 walks for Pineda, Tyson Ross, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk. Buck Farmer gets his 2nd save of the season. Mercer with 2 home runs. Murphy and Cabrera with 24 home runs and 75 RBIs in this game. At Hardy, Jimenez, Green, he gave up 4 runs, and then Farmer got the final 2 outs to end the game, get his 2nd save of the season. And Rosario, Gonzalez, Kepler, Buxton, and Castro drove in RBIs. Hildenberger, Harper, he gave up the big 3 runs in the 9th, but I tell you, Minnesota, heck of a try to rally in that 9th inning, getting 4 runs in that 9th inning, but coming up a run short of tying the game. So 6-5, either way, they still have the series. They still have this game here left to go. So they won 10-4 and lost 5-6, 6-5. As right now they are looking to finish things out here. Norris against Perez in this game. As this game will be at the old Homer Dome. Now Martin Perez. So let's see. Minnesota's third in the third in the league with 199 home runs and 24 for Detroit. And Detroit overall just not good, 5th in batting for Minnesota this season, so they certainly do make opportunities happen. So welcome back to the Homer Dome for this final, we'll still got 3 more home games, but we'll be in Anaheim covering the Angels game for their final 3 games against Oakland before we look at the postseason. Martin Perez looking to 32nd start of the season, 10-12 record, 4.55 ERA, and 172 innings pitched, 119 strikeouts. So Harrison, we'll take a look at those. So again, 2-0 Detroit. Christian Stewart, 15 home runs, 49 RBIs, 0 for 1 in the game. As I think everyone's still the same for Detroit. Yep, and then for Minnesota you have Gordon DHing in the game today. And then Cruz, Show, Gonzalez, Cron, Rosario in left field, Studillo behind the plate, and then of course Polanco playing shortstop. So Martin Perez, there's the ball downstairs. So it'll be 2 balls, 1 strike. And there's a nice strike there. So Detroit trying to ruin this third and final game of the series for the season with Detroit in Minnesota. And there's a deep drive, but looks like Buxton, no, he's not going to have a chance at it, and that is going to hit the wall. And then Buxton quickly getting it back into play as Stewart will get a double. I thought maybe Buxton had a chance at it, and that ball just kept carrying. However, it was going. I don't see how you can carry much in the dome because there's no wind in here except maybe from the air conditioning. And here's Grenier. So no one out, runner at second here in the 5th inning for Detroit, and this ball will go foul. Yeah, it's always good to see the Homer Dome get used again, and there's a nice strike 3 call. Grenier can't believe it, but he is retired, 1 away. As Martin Perez coming in with a nice fastball, a little bit above the belt, but still in the zone for the umpire. And here's Josh Harrison as we go back to the top of the order with a full count. And popped him up, and Ostadillo will have a play on it 2-way. And here's Jordy Mercer. 0 for 2 in the game, 2 flyouts, 11 home runs, which he hit his 2 in the game yesterday. And there's, just missed the outside corner. Daniel Murphy on deck, 13 home runs, 36 RBIs. And the fans in Minnesota wanted a strike on that corner. Steam from the Dome Dogs. Yeah, exactly. And there is a foul ball. So still full count. And still a foul ball, so still 3-2 count. Ground ball right to Marwin Gonzalez. Not a ground ball, but a nice catch for the out. 1-2-3 inning. As Detroit still leads at 2-0. Rosario, Ostadillo, and Polanco 2 up. And here's Eddie Rosario. 12 home runs, 58 RBIs. 0 for 1 in this game. Bud Norris getting the start in this game. And there's swing and miss at strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And right up the top. Harrison couldn't get to it either. So a base hit. And that's just what Minnesota's good at. Just extending the inning with timely hits. That just went right off the mound, right up the middle. And no chance. So here's Willens Ostadillo. And 0 for 1. And he'll inherit a full count against Bud Norris. And that is ball 4. So 2 on, no one out. As Bud Norris looking to finish, hopefully things off. But Jorge Polanco coming up. 9 home runs, 45 RBIs this season, as he has to turn around bat from the other side of the plate. And there's a foul ball. So 0-2. And got him swinging. So Grenier likes that. Norris knows that's a big out in a big situation. So 1 out with 2 on so far. Polanco strikes out, and here is Byron Buxton, top of the order, coming back up again. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts for Buxton. and 18 stolen bases this season for the Twins, and 12 home runs. And I just don't think you're going to get him, and they do get him in the double play. So 1, 2, 3 inning as Murphy, Cabrera, and Castellanos coming up for Detroit. We go to 6th inning, 2-0 still Detroit. And here's Daniel Murphy 0 for 2 in the game, 13 home runs on the season. And that will be a base hit. Oh, a little bit of an error out there in left field, but not enough to move the runner up to second base. So a base hit for Daniel Murphy. So Martin Perez trying to jam him on the inside, and he found a way to get the hit. And here's Miguel Cabrera, 1 for 1, a single and a run, 24 home runs, 486 for his career. As you know, he's going for 487. And that ball will go foul. And, oh, well, I stand corrected. He just went for 487. And that ball is gone. His 25th of the season, 487 in his career, as he's getting that much closer, 13 home runs shy of 500. So Cabrera, as Rod Garnhire likes what he sees in Detroit's up 4-0. As Martin Perez certainly not having a good start here, but that ball was gone. So 13 away from 500. And then when we see the Angels, we'll see Albert Pujols. And there's a foul ball. Castellanos fouls it off. Full count. And Albert Pujols, certainly doing what he needs to do and trying to get to 600. That's it once again. That's why he is the heavy. So there's the team leaders in hits for Detroit. Harrison 151, Castellanos second with 148, and then Cabrera with 147. So those three guys certainly the big hitters for Detroit. Here's Mickey Matuk, 1 for 2 in the game, a single and an RBI. And May and Vasquez up in the bullpen for Minnesota as I tell you, Martin Perez getting a little roughed up here in the 6th inning. So base hit there. And now Jeimer Candelario. So 1-2 count to him. And got him with a nice two-seam fastball. So the first out of the 6th inning. And here's Christian Stewart, 1 for 2 in the game, double in the 5th, 15 home runs, 49 RBIs. And there's a ball downstairs. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And there's a ground ball to CJ Cron, and he'll just step on the bag. And, oh, what? And the umpire says that he missed first base. Holy cow. Bases loaded with 1 out. And here's Grayson Grenier, 0 for 2 in the game. And that is a big situation here. And that is under the glove of CJ Cron. A base hit. That will drive in a run. Actually 2 runs in, it's 6-0. So, my goodness, things coming off at the wheels here for Minnesota. Perez starting to kind of rack it up there in pitch counts. Nice play by Gonzalez. and not going to be able to double up Josh Harrison, but good try though. But they do get the second out at second base, two-way. The run does come in, and it's 7-0 Detroit as they are trying to spoil the final home game here in the Metrodome this season. And here's Mickey Matuk. And that is a fly, and my goodness, Polanco can't get to it for the catch, and it's a base hit with still two-way, just over the glove. Yeah, don't want to be CJ Cron tonight with him missing first base. And I mean, things have just gone from bad to worse for Minnesota here in this game. So good play by Scho, good dig by Cron. 1, 2, 3 inning, but Detroit certainly blew it open here in the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th inning. Gordon, Cruz, and Scho due up for Minnesota. And here's Nick Gordon, 0 for 2 in the game, struck out, flew out. And he inherits a 1-2 count. And I tell you, woo, that is just foul. So Martin Perez certainly, Daniel Norris certainly pitching a good game. Martin Perez racking up the pitch count, 110 pitches. So no doubt he is, and this ball is deep, but Castellanos right on the warning track for the first out. So we will definitely see a new pitcher in the 7th inning. And here's Nelson Cruz. And the ground ball right to second. Harrison has it, flips it over to Murphy, two-way. As Detroit on cruise control right now. Here is Jonathan Scho, 0 for 2 in the game, 2 ground outs. There's a strike with the fastball, so he was just waiting for something. As this ball will go foul. As this ball will go foul. Look out, people in the bullpen. As this ball is jacked, and this is going to be a nice double off the wall in left center. And Johnson Scho will end up at second base with a nice double, 2-out double. So nice job there. His 36th double of the season to go along with his 37 home runs. As he has certainly been a power man for the Twins this year. And here's Marwin Gonzalez. 1-1 count to him. Bud Norris, strike that's at the bottom of the zone, 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Marwin Gonzalez says there's no way that was a strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. As this is down the line, this is going to be a fair ball in the corner, and that's going to get the Twins' first run of the game. So could the Twins have another rally coming up? And just as you say that, Mike, Gonzalez rips his 36th double of the season. As he just, right there. Nice hit, nicely done. And here's CJ Cron. So 2 outs, 1-1 count to CJ Cron. And that's up the middle. And that is going to score Gonzalez. CJ Cron will get the run credited to him, and it's 7-2. So here in the bottom of the 6th inning, nice little 2-out rally here. And here is Eddie Rosario. And this is flown out. Rosario to left field, and looks like Christian Stewart has it. And a 1-2-3 inning. But the Twins scrap for 2 runs as they trim the lead from 7-0 to 7-2. So, top of the 7th inning, we go. So, Trevor May coming in the game. His 75th appearance of the season, 6-4 record, 7 saves, 3.20 ERA, 101 innings in the third. And he will face Miguel Cabrera, 2 for 2, a single, a home run. His 25th of the season and 487 of his career. And there's the ball upstairs. Trevor May, 2 balls, 1 strike. As this ball will go foul. And that will be a base hit. So 3 for 3. So 3 for 3 day for Miguel Cabrera, as he has certainly done the damage, a single, a home run, and then a base hit. 2 singles and a home run. And here's Nicholas Castellanos, 2 for 3, 2 singles, and he has scored twice in this game. As this ball will go foul. So full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And just got a little piece of that one. As this is a nice play by Trevor, and he'll throw the first, and nice stretch by CJ Cron. So 1 away, and now we get Cabrera to second base. There was no chance they were going to get him on that bounce. And here's Mickey Matuk, 2 for 3 in the game, 2 singles. He's driven in an RBI. So popped this one up. Of course, it is carrying, but should be catchable. And it is in Cabrera, who does not run that well, just going to stay at second base. And here's Candelario, 0 for 2 in the game, sack fly, drove in his 37th RBI of the season. As you can see, 5 runs in that 6th inning for Detroit, all highlighted by Cabrera's home run. And there's a nice strikeout. Trevor May comes in, does a great job out of the pen, as 7th inning stretch time. And Detroit still leads at 7-2. So Victor Alcantara, 45th appearance of the season, 2-5 record, no saves, 6.02 ERA, 30 strikeouts, 40 in the third innings pitched for him. And here's Willens Astudillo, 0 for 1 in the game, as he took the walk last time he was up, and Blaine Hardy up in the bullpen. As Alcantara, as Willens pops this one in foul territory. Nice play by Castellano just before he hit that steel bench out there in right field. And here's Jorge. So good rally once again. Oh, that feels so good. So nice double for Polanco, his 22nd of the year, for a big hit from Big Byron. There's a strike with a 2-seamer. So 12 home runs for Byron Buxton this year. And yes, he did commit to the swing, says the umpire, 2-way. As Alcantara certainly did his job there, getting Buxton to kind of really stretch out there, and he did break the plate. So 2-way, Nick Gordon 0 for 3 in the game, 234 average this season, as he's been kind of biding time with Shope at second base and DHing. As that is a base hit, and that is going to be trouble. And Nick And Nick Gordon's going to get to second base with a nice double. And it's 7-3 in favor of Detroit. So 14th double for Nick Gordon. And here comes Minnesota once again. And here is Nelson Cruz. A 1-1 strike to Nelson Cruz. And that is a base hit. No chance for anybody to get to that one. And it's going to be a 7-4 ball game. And here comes Minnesota once again. Give the RBI once again to Nelson Cruz, as he is having a phenomenal year for the Twins. He's already over 100 RBIs. And give that one more to the count. Both him and Jonathan Schoop over 100 RBIs this season. And there's a strike. Jonathan Schoop. Full count to him. So kind of when you know you figure they're going to throw you. And there's a base hit. So he is trying to make third, and he is going to be gunned out at third base. Nelson Cruz is trying to stretch that into from second to third. But Detroit, the Minnesota Twins get two more, and it's now 7-4 game. So Christian Stewart 1 for 3 in the game, 15 home runs during the season. And he will still face Trevor May, who is still on the mound. There's a nice strike with that changeup. As this ball will go foul. So first year manager for the Twins, and he has certainly done the job for the Twins this year, as he has certainly given them quite the adrenaline. Of course, the Twins getting aggressive in free agency certainly helped the team this year with Marwin Gonzalez, Nelson Cruz, Jonathan Schoop. And there's a foul ball. And the pitching staff, I would say, getting there. Still some things to work out with the pitching staff. There's a nice strikeout for Trevor May, as he gets Christian Stewart. Yep, creeping up indeed. So 7-0 lead. Now it's down to a 3-run lead for Detroit. And Grayson Grenier 1 for 3 in the game. As this ball will go foul, just barely. Yep, creeping up indeed. And got him with a strikeout. So two-way. And Trevor May is certainly doing a fantastic job out of the pen. 7 saves this season. And here is Josh Harrison with 1-1 strike count to him. Top of the order again. And there's a foul ball. Both him and Jordy Mercer, former Pirates, playing on this team this year for Detroit. And, boy, that just missed the corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Of course, the rest of the Metrodome, 1 is strike 3. And there's a full count. Mercer on deck. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Harrison, looks like Blanco has it, and he does. 1, 2, 3 inning. So the bullpen is holding serve here for Minnesota. So now we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. And Caleb Thielbar coming into the game, former Minnesota Twin himself. 32nd appearance, 2-0 record, 2 saves, 3.58 ERA, 21 strikeouts. And we very much remember Caleb Thielbar from the good days of the 2014-16 seasons. 14, 15, 16 when he pitched for Minnesota. And now he's pitching for our division rival, Detroit. And there's a ground ball. Caleb Thielbar is very tough on left-handers, and there's one away. As he gets Marvin Gonzalez to ground out. And here is CJ Cron, 2 for 3, 2 singles, and RBI in this game. And there's a drive, and this ball will be caught 2-way. I bet you do. So Eddie Rosario 1 for 3 in the game, as he is hoping to spark some life in his lineup. So Thielbar, and this will be caught for out number 3. So Thielbar, perfect 8th inning. The former Twin retires his former team 1-2-3. Detroit still leads at 7-4. 2-3-4 coming up for Detroit. And here's Ryan Harper, 79th appearance, 6-2 record, 1 save this season, and 7.20 ERA. Really did not have a good appearance last time he was in this game, which was in game 2. But hopefully he has shook it off, and a nice slurve there as Jordy Mercer will fly out to Byron Buxton, 1 away. So you still have the bottom of the order, 8, 9, and 1 due up for Minnesota. So here is Daniel Murphy. And there's a ground ball right to third. Marvin Gonzalez, nice play there. Nice throw to CJ Cron, 2 away. And here is Miguel Cabrera as we look back at home run number 487. As he certainly gave that ball a ride out of here in the Homer Dome. His 25th of the year, and so far 3 for 3 game. 2 singles and a home run. But CJ Cron will luckily step on the bag here. He won't miss that now. So 1, 2, 3 inning. Good job out of the pen. We got a bottom of the ninth. Alcedillo, Polanco, and Buxton. 8, 9, and 1 due up for Minnesota. And Shane Green coming on to now. This is a save situation for Shane. 50th appearance, 1-6 record, 30 saves, 6.15 ERA. Of course, he was a bit roughed up in game 2, in which he had to bring in Buck Farmer to close the deal, getting his second save. Yep, not bad for a 36-year-old. So here's Willens Alcedillo. And there's a base hit. This is going to get to the fence. And what is it about this season that has certainly given Minnesota, that's been a little different than the past couple seasons? So Alcedillo, 6-game hitting streak, as he is certainly swinging the bat well here towards the end of the year. So here is Jorge Polanco. And he faces a 3-1 count. And this is a ground ball to second. Will get Alcedillo to third base. So 1 away as Polanco does his job. Of course, you're Minnesota, you'd much rather have no outs. And here's Byron Buxton, 0 for 4 in the game, struck out in the 7th inning. And Shane Green has a 1-2 count. 1-2 count on him with the slider way outside. 2-2. And there's a ground ball. Will get the run home. And 2-way. 7-5. Minnesota trimming the lead now down to 2 runs. So Buxton will get the RBI. 2-way in the game. And here's Nick Gordon, 1 for 4, double, an RBI. He scored a run. no home runs, 11 RBIs this season. And then you have the heart of the order coming up if he gets on. And there's a foul ball. And you have Cruz and Show coming up if he gets on. So Green hoping to nail this thing down, and he does. So 1, 2, 3 inning, only giving up the 1 run here in the 9th. And big win for Detroit as Ron Gardenhire's team comes in and takes 2 out of 3 in this series. And thanks to Miguel Cabrera with his 2 home runs in this series, giving him 487 for his career. And Ron Gardenhire kind of inching that little thorn just a bit as he comes back and manages against his former team. So Daniel Norris gets the win, going and 9-15 on the season, going 6 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. Martin Perez takes the loss, 6 innings, 10 hits, 7 runs, 6 of those was earned, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. As really overall very good game for Cabrera, 3 for 4 in this game, 2 RBIs, including his 25th of the season, 487 of his career. And now Quintera and Thielbar held serve in their innings of work, and Green comes in, gave up another run, but got his 31st save of the season. And still a busy group for the team, but Cron, with that mistake of not touching first base, and Martin Perez taking his 13th loss of the season against 10 wins. As certainly not that 6-run, that 5-run 6th inning really busted it open. Other than that, I would say he was doing fairly well, only gave up 2 runs. And Cruz drove in an RBI. He's got 108 on the season. Gonzalez is 79th. Gordon his 11th. Buxton is 43rd. And Cron his 57th RBI in the season. So May went 2 innings, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, and Harper came in and pitched a perfect 9th inning to hold serve and get Minnesota to that bottom of the 9th inning. But they did get one run to make the score a lot better than it was in the beginning, 7-5, and so Minnesota heads towards the stretch run of the season. They have, losing 2 out of 3 to Detroit, but they do have the White Sox to end the season, heading towards that point of the schedule. As we flip it over, as you can see, the Angels won 2-1, 11-4, 12-0 over Texas in their game. So they had a day off here. So now you head towards the final 3 games here for Anaheim as the Angels, as we will quickly take a look here at the lineups. Normally their lineup, Andrew Jordan, Simmons, David Fletcher, Mike Trout, who has certainly had a good year with 44 home runs this season, 129 RBIs, Justin Upton, Justin Bohr, Cole Calhoun, Brian Goodwin, Jonathan LaCroix, and Zach Cozart. And then, of course, you have Albert Pujols backing them up. He only has 9 home runs, 623 for the season, 33 home runs, 7 stolen bases for Big Albert, as he has certainly been a big help. 623 home runs this season, as he has certainly done a fantastic job there. So as we head towards the final 3 games of the season, after these 3 games are done, then we will take a look at what who is going where in the playoffs. So Tyler Skaggs, 6-13 on the season against Brett Anderson of the Oakland Athletics here today. And like I said, they are going with a pretty good lineup here today. As actually, we're going to get this first game. We're going to get Big Al, to bat here today. We'll get Granauer in there. So here we go. As the final 3 games of the regular season, as I've been doing this season, kind of a series, and now we're here towards the end run of the season. We're with Minnesota now, the Los Angeles Angels. Didn't quite get through everybody this season, but I'll tell you, when you play a season at a time, it's kind of tough. A series at a time, it's a little tough to get to everybody. So Anaheim Angel Stadium here at Anaheim, Oakland Athletics just hoping to finish the season out with respect, and the Angels hoping to continue their good fortunes this season. Tyler Skaggs on the mound, 31st start of the season, 6-13. Certainly not the best year for him. 3.84 ERA, 154 innings, 2/3. And here is Ramon Laureano, 19 stolen bases this season for the team. And we will flip ahead to the 5th inning, and already the Angels spotted Tyler Skaggs a 3-0 lead with a very busy first inning. Now here is Chris Davis, who has certainly had a good year swinging the bat for the Athletics this season. So Skaggs hoping to get win number 7 this season. And there's a ball downstairs with a 12-6 curve. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And there's a ball. So Matt Chapman due up on deck. 16 home runs, 48 RBIs. And Skaggs trying to be a little careful with Chris Davis here. Full count, and got him looking with that inside corner. Nice pitching there for Tyler Skaggs, as he certainly beneficial to the 3-0 lead the Angels gave him in the first inning. And he has certainly been pitching very well from that point on. Here's Matt Chapman, 0 for 1 in the game. As the Angels trying to hopefully creep into the conversation of playoff. So we'll see how they do in these final 3 games against the A's. And we'll take a look after this game to see where they might, win or lose. We'll see if they even have a shot these final 3 games of the season. So Mike Trout will have a nice rundown of this one, 2-way. And Kendrys Morales with 17 home runs, 55 RBIs. And right now, Tyler Skaggs pitching an absolutely beautiful game. And Kendrys Morales 0 for 1 in the game. As this ball will go foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Skaggs trying to finish off the A's here in the 5th inning as that ball goes foul. So still 1 ball, 2 strikes. As this ball will also go foul. So still 1-2. As this is deep, but looks like Mike Trout has a run on it. 1-2-3 inning for Tyler Skaggs. As you can see the score line, I'm not even going to mention it. So 2, 3, and 4 for Fletcher. 2, 3, and 4 coming up for the Angels as we go to the bottom of the 5th. And here's David Fletcher, 1 for 2 in the game, as he has certainly had a good game up to this point. Down low for Anderson, as he was wondering just how close that missed. As this ball will go foul, so look out, everybody. As this ball will go foul, so 2 balls, 2 strikes. As this ball, in the dirt, Swing and a miss, but throw the first, and one away as Morales takes that, and one gone. And here is Mike Trout, single, an RBI, and a run in the first inning. 44 home runs this season. Certainly having himself a fantastic year for the Angels. So, that knuckle curve coming way close to hitting. Coming very close to hitting Trout. As this ball is grounded. Nice play at short. And nice throw to first, two-way. So fantastic play by the shortstop. Two-way. And here's Justin Upton, a home run. Single, 2 RBIs. As he is 2 for 2 in this game. As this ball will be popped up, and looks like he'll have a play on it here in right field. 1, 2, 3 inning. Hey, he has been around since, I would say, 19 years old is when he came up with the team. It's end of the 5th inning. Angels still lead 3-0. 7, 8, 9 coming up for the A's. And here is Trevor Siemian. So 30-plus home runs this season. Certainly having a good year. And facing Tyler Skaggs with a count at 1 and 2. As this ball will go foul, so one ball, 2 strikes. He came in the league at 19. Did Trout, and he has certainly done a heck of a job, and that's a base hit, so that's going to break up the no-no. So Skaggs gets up his first hit of the ball game as Trevor Siemian, who's kind of Oakland and then Seattle and now back to Oakland. Oakland needs a rally indeed. And here Jerks and Profar. And where did that miss on the inside corner? So 2 balls, 1 strike. As that certainly shredded the bat there. And Jerkson will be tagged down by Skaggs. Good play by Pujols. So he got the tag on him. And here's John Begley, 0 for 1 in the game. And he inherits an 0-1 count. I mean a 3-0 count. 0 for 1 in the game so far for Josh Begley. And yes, he did break the plane with that swing. So 2-way. 2 strikes. Full count. And there's ball 4. So Skaggs was hoping he'd go for it, but he did not. So, and here's Ramon Laureano, 0 for 2 in the game. So still with 1 out, first and second. There's swing and a miss at strike 2. And Laureano's like, boy, that was the beauty of a 2-seamer. As he'll pop this one up, as the NFL fly rule is in effect. 2-way. And here's Robbie Grossman, 0 for 2 in the game, 2 strikeouts. The old everything man that has kind of traveled a little bit everywhere. Was with Minnesota a couple seasons ago. During the rough stretches of this season, and all suddenly they trade away Dozier, or actually let Dozier go. They traded Sano to the Mets, and he has certainly been a different. The team has certainly been a different team this season when they went out got aggressive in free agency, getting guys like Nelson Cruz, Johnson Shope, Marwin Gonzalez. And a full count, and this is going to get down for, this is going to go for a double. So they probably could have had a play at home, but they tried to maybe gun down the guy at second. And Grossman gets a 2-run double, and the Angels lead is down to 1 now. 3-2 full count here to Stephen Piscotty. And like I said, Oakland trying to ruin they're trying to just finish the season. The way this is going, if they lose this game, they'll finish. If they lose in the next 3 games, they will finish the season with 97 losses, which will still be 3 shy of 100, which is always a good thing. And here's Chris Davis, 41 home runs, 90 RBIs this season for Oakland, as Tyler Skaggs has certainly kind of worked himself into a little bit of a jam here. So swing and a miss. Good pitch there is full count. And got him with that 12-6 curve. 1-2-3 inning. But Oakland does get 2 runs off the Grossman double. And the Angels lead by 1. Aaron Brooks coming in the game now. 13th appearance on the season. 2-2 record. 1 save. 5.14 ERA. As Anderson is done for the day. 23 strikeouts. You can see lefties very effective against them. Batting .309, and here's Zach Cozart. 1 for 2 in the game, a single in the first inning. And this ball will go foul. So the Angels trying to finish strong here, 2019, and a hopeful playoff appearance. That's a very nice pitch by Skaggs. There's a strikeout with that slider. I tell you, he just roped it right perfectly there and went away. And here is Brian Goodwin, 1 for 2 in the game, a single in the first inning. Pretty decent speed there, as this ball will go foul. So Oakland would like to keep things the way they are right now, as this ball will go foul. So still 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he'll pop this one up straight out to center field. And Loreno, 2-way. And here's Justin Garneau. 0 for 2 in the game. Has not had a lot of opportunities to play, to be behind the plate this season. But the management decided, Brad Ausmus decided to give him a shot in this game. And he is 0 for 2 so far. As you do have, let's see who's on the bench. Pinder, Mateo, Herman, Hundley, and Mark Canna, who can also play third base and first base. And that is down the line and fair. So a good hit there, and he's trudging for second, and he'll make it in there with a nice double. So Garneau with a nice double, his first of the season. And I mean, he just hugged it in, just over the third base bag. And here is Cole Calhoun, and of course everyone comes to see Big Albert. As Cole Calhoun will foul this one off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As this is driving into left field. And oh my goodness, Grossman certainly it, and it's 4-2. So an 8-7 to Grossman after he roped him a nice double. And I mean, my goodness. Yeah, Grossman, I guess, thought he had it and just went right past his glove. And here is the man, Albert Pujols. 623 home runs, full count to him with Calhoun at second. As this ball will go foul. 9 home runs on the season, 623 for his career. So he's already over 600. As this ball will go foul, and whether he comes back or not after this season is really up to him. As this ball will go foul, but it certainly would be nice to see if he would come back, as he'll just hang that slider. Albert Pujols pops it up, jerks, and Profar will take care of it. 1-2-3 inning, but the Angels get an insurance run as we end the 6th inning. 4-2 Angels, as Chapman, Morales, and Simeon coming up. So Keenan Middleton coming in the game now for Tyler Skaggs. The Skaggs' night is done. 25th appearance for Middleton, 1-0 record, 8 saves, 0.99 ERA. My goodness, that is scorching. And here is Chapman 0 for 2 in the game with 2 strikeouts. Look out. And Chapman not happy about that one, but boy, that pitch was coming in high and tight just off his back. And as we can say, he will feel that in the morning. So Kendricks Morales, 17 home runs, 55 RBIs, and a runner at first base. And there's a strike. 98 on the gun. This kid can really throw hard. So foul ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, indeed. And got him. So Morales strikes out thanks to the Middleton fastball running high and tight. I mean, look how tight this thing was. And Morales is taking care of one away, and here's Marcus Simeon. As this ball will go foul. So Simeon, 30-plus home runs this season. I mean, the game is still within reach. There's strike 3 with a changeup. So 2-way. And Simeon strikes out looking. As Middleton, plunked the first guy he saw and then gets 2 straight strikeouts. And here's Jerks and Profar. 0 for 2 in the game. And there's strike. So Bob Melvin still the manager of the A's. Hoping his guys can do something in this series. And Jerkson, right underneath the glove of Albert. And Jerkson will go ahead and take second base on the throw home. And so 2-way, second and third, as Pujols just a little bit under his glove there at first base, and Fegley will come up 0 for 1 in the game. And there's the ball inside. So 96 on the gun is Middleton. And he's revving up that fastball. 96 on the first pitch, 97 on the second. He also throws a slider and a changeup. And there's a ground ball base hit. And I tell you, and now 2 runs will come across, and this game is tied up. Yeah, he does not miss many, as Josh Fegley delivers a big hit. And here's Ramon Loreno. And got him with the strikeout, but after the A's tie this thing up, so Tyler Skaggs will
not get the win or the loss, but a no decision. So 7th inning stretch here in Anaheim. Tie game. So J.B. Windelkin coming into the game for the A's. 40th appearance, 0-4 record, no saves, 3.53 ERA, 58 2/3 innings pitched, 66 strikeouts. And here's Andrews and Simmons, 8 home runs, 32 RBIs, the former Atlanta Brave. And then after Atlanta, he's been with the Angels all this time. So 3-1 count, and he has been a stellar player at shortstop for the Angels. So full count. As he'll hang this one, and Jurickson Profar will make the Knights catch one away. And here is David Fletcher, 1 for 3 in the game, double in the 2nd inning. And there's a ground ball right to Profar, over to Morales, 2-way. Yep, wow indeed. And here's Mike Trout, 1 for 3 in the game, a single, an RBI. He's got 130 RBIs this season. Incredible season for Mike as he pops this one straight up. And this will be caught by Pegley. 1, 2, 3 innings. So the Angels go down easily as we go to the top of the 8th. Grossman, Piscotti, and Davis due up for the A's. And Hansel Robus coming in the game. 91st appearance of the season. 8-2 record. 1 save. 3.26 ERA. 105 innings pitched for this man. 119 strikeouts. And just absolutely handcuffing right-handers with a 185 ERA. I mean, average against him, 185. And there's a fly ball as this will be handled easily. 1 away. It's up to make the Knights catch. And here's Stephen Piscotti, 0 for 2. A walk in the 6th inning. As he'll pop this one up to Mike Trout, and 2-way. So the battle of the bullpens. And here's Chris Davis, 41 home runs, 90 RBIs. And he would love to hit home run number 42. And there's a as the shift was to the other side. So nobody over there except for Pujols, the first baseman. And Davis will hit himself his 22nd double of the season and extend his hitting streak to 9 games. So nicely done. So Astudillo with a 6-game hitting streak, and now Davis with a 9-game hitting streak. And here is Chapman. As this ball will go foul. As this ball will also go foul, so still 1-2. And got him with a slider. So struck him out. Robles does his job out of the pen and keeps the game right where it is. So bottom of the 8th inning. And here is Justin Upton, 2 home run earlier in this game, and he would love to deliver another one. So Windelkin still in the game for the A's, and I mean that hung and Profar could not get to it. Base hit, and Justin Upton delivers a big hit. And yes, he says, come on, stir the pot, let's go. As he hit that one, nicely done, base hit. And here is Zach Cozart. 1 for 3 in the game, 18 home runs, 61 RBIs for the season. And as this ball will go foul, so nice stop, coach. So runner at first base, no one out. As he'll hang that curve, and looks like Lorena will have the nice catch out there. So 1 away. And here's Brian Goodwin, 1 for 3 in the game, single in the first inning. He has been pretty hitless since then. The runner going, and he will make it in there. Justin Upton with a nice swipe at second base. So it looks like they might have forgotten about him. But 1 ball, 2 strike count to Goodwin. And he'll deliver what a catch by Loreno out in center field. Good thing Upton tagged up, because he probably figured he was going to he thought maybe that might drop, but my goodness, what a catch by Loreno. That definitely saved a run. And here is Justin Bohr. So he's going to pinch hit. As he is pinch hitting the catcher position. So 1 and 2 to Justin Bohr. 2 outs and a foul ball. So Bohr, who can also give the ball a ride. As this ball will be trouble, and it's going to be down the line. And it's going to be a base hit, and the Angels retake the lead. As Justin Bohr comes up with a huge hit. And that's why he has been the everyday first baseman, not to take anything away from Albert Pujols, but I tell you, Justin Bohr, there's Cole Calhoun. 1 and 2 count, Pujols on deck. And the Angels lead at 5-4. As this ball will go foul. And struck him out, looking. The 1-2-3 inning, yes, you are correct. A huge hit. So the Angels go ahead 5-4. Morales, Simeon, and Profar due up for the Athletics in the 9th inning. And there is the outline of Anaheim, California. And here comes Ty Buttery. Or Buttery. So 46 appearance, 1 and 2 record, 26 saves, 1.34 ERA. His 47 innings worked, 44 strikeouts. And Jonathan Lucroy, the former Cleveland Indian, going back behind the plate to catch the 9th inning. So Buttery hoping to dispatch of Kendry Morales and everyone else to close the game out, get his 27th save of the season. And there's a foul ball with the changeup. So 5-4 in favor of the Angels. And when you're trailing in the wild card race, you really cannot afford. Nice cut there for Simmons, 1 away. And when you're a team chasing the wild card, you really cannot afford to lose many games. So Marcus Simeon, 31 home runs, 97 RBIs. And that is number 32. And that is going to tie the game once again. So 32nd home run, 98 RBIs for Marcus Simeon, and that is what he just continues to do year after year whether you play for the A's, whether you play for the Mariners, and then come back to the A's, you still consistently hit 30-plus home runs a year. I tell you, this man has been major for the A's, for the team this season, along with Chris Davis. So here's Jurickson Profar. And so count that as a blown save for Buttery, as he'll get a very nice strike there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, as Profar's like, are you serious that was a strike? As this is going to be trouble in the corner, or actually in the gap there. And that is going to be all the way around for a triple for Jurickson Profar. And so here in the 9th inning, I tell you, things have just kind of, the wheels have fallen off for the Angels here. And now Mateo comes in. Jorge Mateo will pinch run. And here's John Schvegley. So with 1 out, runner at third, 1-2 count, as this is a base hit. And that is going to score the go-ahead run for Oakland, as they now pull back ahead 6-5. And what can you say? This has been a highly entertaining game. And is that going to be kind of a precedence of what the rest of this next 2 games are going to be a part of? The ball goes a little bit inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Loreno, the center fielder, as he rips this one down the line. This is in the corner, and they're going to hold the runner at third, as he does not run that well. And I tell you right now, Buttery is just getting roughed up here in the 9th inning. And that is going to do it, as they're going to bring in Cam Bedrosian. So 44 appearance of the season, 3-3 record, 3 saves, 1.97 ERA, 45 strikeouts. Of course, his name is very familiar to Braves fans because of his dad, Steve Bedrosian, who pitched for the Braves and the Phillies. And popped this one up. So it looks like LaCroix will have this play. Nice catch. 2-away. Big out, as Robbie Grossman pops out in foul ground. And here's Stephen Piscotty, 0 for 3 in the game. 26 home runs. There's a strike. Yeah, very good time for a stretch, as Brad Austin says, seen enough. And popped him up. So Trout will take care of it. 1-2-3 inning, but Oakland a big 9th inning, as Bedrosian comes in, gets the job done. Oakland now leads at 6-5 with 9, 1-2 due up for the Angels. And Joakim Soria coming in the game, 2-9 on the season, 31 saves, 58. This is his 58th appearance, 3.95 ERA. And boy, does he have a big time lineup to face here, as Chad Pinder will take over at second base. As he'll come in and play second base. And Fegley still behind the plate. And here is Albert Pujols, 224 average, 9 home runs, 33 RBIs, and 0 for everything tonight. But with a one run lead, he is still dangerous for that big home run. And this ball goes foul. Joakim Soria got him swinging at the fastball, 1 away. So 1 away, and here is Andrelton Simmons, 1 for 4, double. scored a run in the game. So a game that the Angels had led since the first inning, in danger of slipping away here in game one of the 3-game set. And two-way, and like I said, the Athletics, they're playing for the rest of the season and to really change things around in the nature of the playoff picture. So David Fletcher, 1-1 count to him, as he is 1 for 2 in this game. As this ball will go fouls, they really are playing the lines tight on him, trying to prevent the double down the third base and first base lines. That just missed. 2-2. As he'll pop this one up, Fletcher to the right fielder. 1-2-3 inning, as Joaquin Soria will get save number 32 as the A's come back in this game to win the game 6-5 after the Angels took the lead 5-4 to retake the lead, and then Buttery blew the save and got roughed up for 4 hits, 2 runs in that 9th inning. And Wendlekin gets the win, his first of the season, and Joaquin Soria will get his 32nd save of the season. Marcus Semien with his 32nd home run of the season that tied the game up. He also gave him 98 RBIs for the season. Fagley with 3 RBIs, give him 18 for the year. Grossman with 2 with 36. But yeah, Wendlekin gets the win in relief. Anderson went 5 innings, no decision for him. And then Upton with his 21st home run of the season and also stole his 7th base. Middleton blew the save, Robles, and then Buttery blew the save and took the loss in the game. Bedrosian came in and finished it off in the rest of that 9th inning. So the Angels drop a key game right now with 2 more games to go in this series. And yeah, the A's are trying to the A's are trying to throw a wrench in everybody's plans right now. As we take a look at the schedule, let's take a look at standings real fast. Heading into near these last 2 games of the season, the Nationals already have the East wrapped up, no doubt. 12-game lead over the Phillies. The Brewers clinched the Central with 3-game lead over the Cubs. And then the Dodgers, I tell you, all of a sudden it was a half a game. Now it's 2-game lead over the Rockies. With still, they have not clinched the division yet. Cubs and the Rockies still battling in a wild card, with the Cardinals a game behind in the playoff picture. And then in the American League, the Yankees have already clinched the division in the East, with the Red Sox right behind them. And then the Twins clinching the Central, 6-game lead over the Indians. And then the Astros with the Mariners clinching a wild card spot. Astros clinching the division there. The Red Sox and Mariners are both in, so the Angels are officially eliminated with the last 2 games of the season. So all you're playing for now is just respect and to finish out the season, where the Athletics are just trying to finish the season without losing any more games than they need to this season. And then once we get through this end, we will see where we're at. We will see who we get in the playoffs. So Felix Pena will start against Frankie Montas, 10-7 versus 12-6 in this series. As Mookie Betts and Mike Trout really battling each other hard in the batting average in this series. So Justin Bour going back to first base here in today's game, and pretty much Chad Pinder taking over at first base for the A's in this game. Kendry Morales will move to DH for this game. So the Angels hoping beyond hope to get their 85th win of the season after dropping last night's game 6-5, and Jonathan LaCroix back behind the plate for this game. As Ramon Laureano leads the team with 19 stolen bases. And the A's certainly putting it on the Angels right now. Pena, Steven Piscotty 1-for-1 with single and 2 runs, and the team leads it. And the team leads at 6-1. And so there's the ball. So Chris Davis, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs in this game. So give him 43 for the season. As he is certainly having a good year with the A's. So he is really trying to, this young man just trying to get through 5 innings. 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, 2 runs. As he has certainly had a good year. And a full count to him, as this will be right to Justin Upton out in left field, 2-way. So he still has a chance to get home run number 3 and a chance to get 44 home runs for the season. And here is Mark Canna. And popped him up, and Cole Calhoun will have a play on this one. 1, 2, 3 innings. So a better 5th inning for the starting pitcher. Oakland still leads at 6-1. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Angels. And here's Brian Goodwin playing the DH role today, as he is facing off against Montes, who is 10-7 on the season, looking for win number 11 this season. And there's a strike with a beautiful fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So the big question is, where will the Twins be in the playoffs? Oh, that's a heck of a boot there. No chance to get the runner at first base, as that was right off the glove of the third baseman, Mark Canna. And a heck of a try there to try and snag it. And here's Jonathan LaCroix, 0-for-1 in the game. A former Cleveland Indian, going to the Angels this season after his years of service with the team. And there's a base hit. So the Angels trying to make a little skirmish here with no one out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Or in the 5th inning. Where are we? Yeah, bottom of the 5th inning. And here is Zach Cozart. And then we'll flip it back around and go to the top of the order. So strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And got him with a beautiful slider. So 1 away. And I know tonight's a little bit later than normal, but you know, we are making that push to get to where our playoff picture is going to be tonight. And there's the ball downstairs, and of course it was a little bit later for me tonight due to a meeting, so I did not get back until much later than normal. And there's a foul ball, so full count. Full count, 3-2. As this will be right to the right fielder, 2-way. A little rally as Piscotty takes care of that one. Here's David Fletcher. Walked in the first inning, 0-for-1 in the game. And there's the ball outside with the slider, so ball 4. Nowhere to put anybody at this point. 2 outs, bases loaded. And here comes the most dangerous man, Mike Trout, 0-for-2 in the game. 44 home runs this season. Chris Davis is actually a home run behind him. And there's ground ball, and this is going to be out number 3. So the A's dance out of trouble there. Still hold the A's to 1 run. 6, 7, and 8 coming up for the A's, and they enjoy a 5-run lead. So Luke Bard coming in the game, 47th appearance of the season, 5-2 record, 3 saves, 4.88 ERA, 72 innings pitched, 59 Ks this season, and hopefully he can stop the bleeding. And here's Kendrys Morales. 17 home runs this season for the A's for Kendrys. As he swings and misses at strike number 2, 2-2. So 6th inning here. And there's a ball downstairs. So Marcus Semien on deck. As he'll pop him up, and looks like LaCroix says he's got it, coming out of the catcher home plate area, and there is one away. So nice job for Jonathan LaCroix to take care of that one. And Marcus Semien, a 2-run homer in the 3rd, give him 33 for the season, as he certainly, and he also gets the triple figures in RBIs with that 2-run homer. So 2-way as he grounds out the 2nd. So home run last night, a 2-run homer today. Chad Pinder 0 for 2 in the game, 2 strikeouts. And swing and a miss. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Chad Pinder. As he'll pop this one up to Justin Upton. And there is out number 3. 1, 2, 3 inning. No damage done for the A's. They still lead at 6-1. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Angels. And here is Justin Upton, double in the 4th inning. 1 for 2 in this game. He has played Detroit, San Diego, Atlanta, and now Los Angeles with the Angels, as this ball will go into the seats. As this will be an easy fly ball out to right field, Visconti with it, 1 away. And here is Justin Bour's solo home run, his 21st of the season in the 2nd inning, and the only run for the Angels at this point off of Montes. As Montes has really pitched well. That just missed with the changeup on the inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. And boy, I tell you, that does not miss by much. So 3-1 count. And there's a ground ball to the 3rd baseman playing shortstop. And there's 2 away. And here's Cole Calhoun. 18 dingers, 58 home runs, 0 for 2 in a game today. And when he wants to, he can stroke the power numbers himself. And there's a ground ball right to the shortstop playing 2nd base in the shift. So 1, 2, 3 inning. And the A's 9, 1, and 2 coming up for the A's. We go to 7th inning. A's still lead at 6-1. So Luis Garcia coming in the game, 79th appearance of the season, 4-4 record, no saves, 4.39, 82 innings pitched, 73 strikeouts. As right now they're just trying to get something going. Nick Hundley, former Dodger, Giant, whatever, 0 for 2 in the game, catching the game today for the A's. Trying to give Fagley a little bit of a breather. there's a nice strike with that slider. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. As this ball will go foul, so and got him with that perfect slider, 1 away. And here's Ramon Loreno, 1 for 3 in the game. And swinging and miss at the fastball, so it will be 2-2. I tell you, he really set you up well for that pitch. And got him again, so 2 away, as Garcia really pitching well out of the pen for the Angels. And here's Jerks and Profar, 0 for 3 in the game. It was a beautiful, beautiful pitch on that slider. Ew. And that was not so beautiful. So Garcia plunks Profar right on the butt. And that will put Profar at first base. And as I said before, yeah, you'll feel that one tomorrow. You'll probably have a nice bruise. And here's Piscani, 26 home runs, 78 RBIs on the season. As this ball will go foul, as he got a piece of that one, full count. And ooh, he did not commit to the swing, so that will put first and second back to back. Well, a hit by pitch and then a walk. So first and second with 2 outs, and here is Chris Davis, 2 for 3, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, 2 runs, a home run shy of Mike Trout with 44 dingers. And there's a foul ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. As he'll chop this to third. And there's a nice throw to first. 1, 2, 3 inning for Garcia. So nice job. So 7th inning stretch time here in California. A's still lead at 6-1. And here's Liam Hendricks. And we know this man well because we have seen him on many different teams. As a 90th appearance for him, 5-3 record, 2 saves, 2.99 ERA. And here's Brian Goodwin, 1 for 2, a single in the 5th inning. And boy, beautiful curve. As Hunley will throw the first and 1 away. A Goodwin is retired. And there's Jonathan LaCroix, 1 for 2 in the game. And there's a base ground ball right to Profar. 2 away. Yeah, time to crack your back. Ah. So 2 away. And here's Zach Cozart, 0 for 2 in the game, 2 strikeouts. As he is hoping to start a bit of a rally, getting back to the top of the order. As after him is an Andrelton Simmons. As he'll pop this one up. Looks like an easy play for Pender, first baseman. 1, 2, 3 inning for 1, 2, 3 inning for the A's. So 8th inning we go. Canna, Morales, and Simeon coming up for the A's. And 33-1 record, 40 no saves, 3.64 ERA. Highly effective against lefties. 184 they're hitting against him. And here's Canna, 22 home runs, 67 RBIs, 0 for 2 in the game. And Middleton up in the bullpen. There's a strike. Middleton up in the bullpen for the Angels. As he'll pop this one up, Cozart will have a play on this one, and there's 1 away. And here's Kendrick Morales, 0 for 2 in the game. Walked in the first inning. 2-1 count to him. As he'll pop this one up. And this will be easy catch here, 2-way. And here's Marcus Simeon, 2-run homer in the third, 33 home runs, and right at triple figures with right at 100 RBIs. As he'll foul this one off. So the last 2 games here against the team here, the Angels, he has hit 2 home runs. But just the fact that this man consistently hits 30 plus home runs every season. And popped him up. And a 1-2-3 inning. So nice job out of the pen. So the Angels still down by 5 runs. 1, 2, and 3 coming up for the Angels here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And Lou Trevino coming up to pitch for the A's. 61st appearance, 6-2 record, no saves, 3.98 ERA, 3 shy of 100 innings this season, 103 strikeouts, and again very effective against left-handed hitters, 187 average. And here's Andrelton Simmons, 8 home runs, 32 RBIs. Now, a guy who started his career with the Braves, traded to the Angels, and he has been with the Angels since then. And a base hit just past Canna at third base. Davis quickly gets over to it, and Andrelton Simmons will get a nice double out of it. So his 23rd double of the season, 7-game hit streak, as he is looking to keep that going. And with Davis's 2 home runs today, that keeps his hitting streak alive at 10 games. And here is David Fletcher. And there's a foul ball. So, and now a beach ball gets onto the field. So Kyle Crockett and of course the hot rod man Fernando Rodney up in the bullpen. There's a foul ball. So all right-handers at this point. And there's a ball. So it'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes. As this ball will go foul. So runner still at second base. That is Simmons. And a foul ball once again. So Fletcher really making him work. As this ball is grounded. And a flip over to first, 1 away. Now Fletcher was hoping that he would move Simmons over to third, did not do it. And here is Mike Trout, 0 for 3 in the game. And boy, when you need a big hit, this is the man to do it for you. As this ball goes foul. So still 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that ball goes way outside, 2-2. As this ball goes foul, so still 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the ball goes downstairs, so Upton on deck, 21 home runs, 66 RBIs. So full count to Trout. And got him with a big strikeout there with that 2-seamer. So 2-way as Trevino gets the strikeout of Trout. And here Justin Upton also facing a full count. And got him 1, 2, 3 innings. So give up the double to Simmons. Nothing else comes across. And the Angels still down by 5 runs as we go to the 9th inning. So there is the nighttime sky of Anaheim, California. And here is Keenan Middleton, 26th appearance on the season for him. 1.59 ERA, 8 saves, 1-0 record. Only 28 innings pitched for him this season. And he'll face Pinder over 3 in the game. Pinder. And there's the foul ball. Yeah, do or die inning right here. Time to, either extend the lead to a lot more for the A's, or it's going to come down to 5 to tie, 6 to win for the Angels. And popped him up. Looks like Fletcher will have it at second base, 1 away. And here is Nick Hundley, 4 home runs, 19 RBIs, over 3 in the game. Man who's been basically his career in the California area. Caught for San Diego, the Dodgers, and now the Angels. So, I mean, not the Angels, but the Oakland A's. So strikeout here. Middleton gets him to swing at the slider. 2-way. That really went outside. And here is Ramon Loreno. So 0-2 count to him. And got him with the high rising fastball. So 1-2-3 inning. Middleton does his job. So this is it. 5 to tie, 6 to win. Bohr, Calhoun, and Goodwin coming up for the Angels. And here's Kyle Crockett, 41st appearance of the season. Looking to close this thing out, 0-5 record. 3 saves, 6.03 ERA, 29 strikeouts. And pretty decent. Decent against the lefties. 221 guys are hitting against him. And then in the bullpen, the wild man, the hot rodder, Fernando Rodney. As Bohr will ground this one. This is going to be a tough play, but nice dig there. As the pitcher goes to cover first base. Nicely done there. As Pinder, really tough play to really turn that. And here's Cole Calhoun. As after, Calhoun, Goodwin, so good change. Bringing Crockett to face the 3 lefties. And Calhoun will pop this one up. It will be two outs. Biscotti takes that, 2-way. As the Angels know that, we didn't realize it was going to be this hard to get to 85 wins on the season. And here is Goodwin. And there's the ball outside. Very close, but 2-2. 2 outs here in the 9th inning. As this is deep and going and going and gone. As Goodwin with his 21st home run of the season. And that goes over the short fence in right field. And the Angels trim it to 6-2. Yep, light up the halo. So Goodwin with his 21st home run of the season, and it took a while, but they finally get the second run of the game. So now a 4-run lead for the A's. And Goodwin had it zeroed in on that fastball and certainly put it in the seats there. And now Jonathan Lucroy coming up, and they're going to go ahead and make the switch to the wild man, former Minnesota Twin himself, who has pitched for the Rays, pretty much anybody. Fernando Rodney, most of his career was with the Devil Rays, and then he did pitch for the year that they won the World Series, 2016, I believe. He was our closer. So the wild man, Fernando Rodney. Yep, too bad bases were not loaded. So 1-1 count. And there's a ground ball right to second. Flip over to first. That's the ball game. So the A's have taken 2 straight games against the Angels in this last 3 games of the series. Bob Melvin getting all the congratulations there. And the outfielders doing their little dance. So 2 home runs for Davis. Simeon also a home run. Big hits. 4-run third inning. 2-run first inning. Really did the damage in this game. Simeon with 2 RBIs. Gives them 100 for the year. 33 home runs on the year. Davis with his 2 home runs. 43 on the year. And 94 RBIs on this season with his 4. Then Monses gets his 11th win. Hendricks held it for his 1 inning of done until the guys really just kind of everything else from then on was now hold. So Trevino, Crockett, and then Rodney. Crockett giving up the solo shot home run. So Goodwin, his 21st on the year, and Bohr also homered in the 2nd inning, also his 21st of the year. Pena with the loss, he goes to 12-7. Barr, Garcia, Anderson, and Middleton all finished up very strongly as they allowed no hits from the 6th inning on. They allowed no hits, only 1 walk through those. From the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th inning, the last 4 innings, they only allowed 1 base runner on base, and that was due to a walk. So very good pitching by the Angels, but yep, they did give it a try. Kudos to the A's on this one. Chris Davis certainly ending this year on a very hot note right now, as he is certainly swinging the bat well here towards the end of the season. As we get down to game number 3 and the final game of the regular season, and they will send Trevor Cahill to the mound for this one, for the final home game. Trevor Cahill 10-7 on the season, and Marco Estrada going on the mound 5-14 this year. So they're hoping that Cahill can deliver the big hits here today. And let's see, Goodwin, he can play center field. Now you got Trout. So, alright. So, as we go to, get your broom. They lead the series 2-0. So, looks like everybody, Canna goes back. Matt Chapman DHing in the game today. Chad Pinder still at first base. And then everybody pretty much the same for the Angels, as LaCroix back behind the plate as we head towards the stretch run here on a nice day game to end the regular season, and hopefully it'll be a better end to the season. Angels strapped for 2 in the bottom of the 4th inning, give themselves a 2-0 lead, and here's Mark Canna, 22 home runs this season, as Trevor Cahill. There's a nice swing and a miss at the knuckle curve. Yeah, Trevor Cahill does not have a fastball in his arsenal. All of his stuff is basically all speed. So base hit for Mark Canna, and a base hit there. So 1 on, no one out here in the top of the 5th inning. And here's Marcus Simeon 0 for 1, grounded out in the 2nd inning. Yeah, when a guy does not, oh my goodness, right down the line. And this is what the A's are good at. They are an incredible team to kind of try and scrap back in this game after being down. Simeon with his 39th double of the season. And here's Chad Pinder, 5 home runs. Defensively, he's a very good first baseman. And a throw to home. And so nowhere to go, as they were not sending anybody home. But good try by Bohr to try and test the arm. Does not get the out at first. Now bases loaded. And there's a foul ball, so Cahill really needs a strikeout. Bases loaded, no one out here in the 5th inning. Whoa, that's a beauty of the knuckle curve. One away. Big strikeout there. And here's Ramon Loreno. 10 home runs, 42 RBIs, 0 for 2. And there's ball 4, so the run will come in, and it's 2-1. And here's Jurickson Profar, 0 for 2 in the game, 2 groundouts. No, just missed with the knuckle curve, so 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a ground ball right, oh my goodness, just right past the second baseman Fletcher. And that will put Profar going to second base, and Oakland retakes the lead again. And here's Piscotti, 1 for 2 in the game to the A's. Certainly not giving up. There's a strike with a cutter. So still 1 out, 2nd and 3rd. And a foul ball, so still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now they're going to chase everybody back here. And got him with the knuckle curve. So 2-way. As Piscotti strikes out, and here is Chris Davis. 43 home runs, 94 RBIs. 0 for 2 in the game, though. And what you don't want to do is give up number 44. As this ball goes foul. Now, what you want to do is kind of keep things right where they're at. 1-run lead. And a foul ball off the sinker, so still 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that just missed the corner. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. As the fans wanted strike 3. As this ball will go foul. So after this game, we will see all the award winners for the season, and then as this ball is jacked, and Trout not going to be able to get to it. So Davis will get a double, send in 2 more RBIs for him, gives him 96 for the season. 23rd double of the season for Davis, give him 96 ribbies on the year. I really thought Trout was going to have a chance at that one, and it is down 5-2. And here's Chapman hitting the DH roll. I mean, he crushes this into the gap, but then it goes over the fence. Chapman's 17th of the year, and it's 7-2. They are, my goodness, what a time for Oakland to really get hot at the end of the season. And they have certainly done themselves a major favor in this game. 411 feet on this 2-run homer with the wind blowing in. So Trevor Cahill certainly not enjoying. He had the lead, and then all of a sudden this inning, it has just blown up in his face. And there's a ball with the sinker. And to a point you know he's getting frustrated. So the pitching coach, Nagy, will come out and talk to him just a little bit. As they will take a look. No one up in the bullpen right now. So his mess to work out of this thing as this ball goes foul. So Mark Hanna popped it up, and looks like Calhoun will have a chance, maybe. No, he does not. Foul into the seats, not by much though. And a ground ball to Andrelton Simmons. 1-2-3 inning, but a huge inning for Oakland. Counted 7 in this inning, and the Oakland A's lead it 7-2. Fletcher, Trout, and Upton coming up for the Angels. And here's David Fletcher 0 for 2 in the game, as Estrada on the mound and popped him up. So Biscotti will have a play, 1 away. And here's Mike Trout, 1 for 1, single in the first inning, 4 home runs, 130 RBIs this year. He has just been very solid. And there's a ground ball right to Profar at second base, and he pulls Pinder off first base. So change that up as an E4. That should have been out number 2. Now here is Justin Upton. And there's a ball outside with the cutter. So 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a strike with the fastball, 2-2. You gotta think that Trout may be going. He'll probably be going on this full count. So Justin Bohr. And Upton with a nice hit. This will hit the fence. Davis quickly gets it back in. Trout will come around and score. And it's 7-3. Oakland, as the Angels get that back, as Upton his 30th double of the season. As Upton really just hit that one well on the dime. And here's Justin Bohr. As this ball will go foul. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Bohr will pop this one. That ball's carrying though, but Davis has the catch on it, and no chance to move the runner to third base. 2 away. And here's Cole Calhoun, 2 for 2 in the game, 2 singles, and he has come around and scored. And Calhoun will pop this one up to right field as Biscotti has it. 1-2-3 innings. So Trout scores the run on the ninth double by Justin Upton, and it's 7-3 Oakland. So Noah Ramirez coming into the game for the Angels. As 91st appearance of the season, 7-5 record, no saves, 3.80 ERA, 97 innings pitched, 108 strikeouts. And at this point, you may as well just kind of see if everybody can kind of just get in the game and finish the season out. Simeon, I tell you, this man is absolutely blistering with the bat, as he gets on base once again. So Simeon 3rd on the team in hits. Loreno is first with 169. Davis 166. Simeon 159. And here is Chad Pinder 0 for 2 in the game. And the fans saying, go ahead and get this thing done. And Pinder, this ball is out of here. His 6th home run of the season, and it's 9-3. And you called it right, Mike. The A's are just hotter than hot right now. And Bob Melvin likes it. So a 6th home run of the season. Counted 2 more runs. And I mean, what else can the Angels do at this point? And this ball will go downstairs, so 2 balls, 1 strike. As this ball will go foul. So Nick Hundley at the plate, and a foul ball there. So here in the 6th inning, 9-3 Oakland, as they have absolutely just torched the A's pitching. So a strikeout there, and here's Ramon Loreno. So hopefully this kind of gives you a hopefully, if you're an A's fan, a hopeful hope for the future, hope for next year that hopefully they will not be sitting in dead last place in the West, that they will be competing for a playoff spot or even a division title. So 2-way, and Jurickson Profar, 13 home runs, 60 RBIs, 1 for 3, a single, 2 runs he has scored himself. As this, and Jules and Simmons, nice catch. 1, 2, 3 inning, but 2 more runs off the Chad Pinder home run, and it's 9-3 A's. So Aaron Brooks coming in, as they are starting to just run through the bullpen and relievers. 14th appearance, 2-2 record, 1 save, 5.02 ERA. And here's Brian Goodwin. Has a home run in this series, 0 for 2 in this game. His 21st home run last night in that tough loss to the team. And Goodwin, I tell you, he has got some hit speed on this bat, and he is going to rake this one for a nice double. So the Angels not quitting here, 28th double of the season for Goodwin. Now the big question is, will the rest of the team follow? Jonathan LaCroix, a double with 2 RBIs in this game, 1 for 2. And there's a swing and miss at the 2-seamer. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And there's a fly ball and a catch by Piscotti. Goodwin going to get to 3rd on the tag up. So chance to move him to home. And Zach Cozart. And Cozart flies this one deep. And this is carrying right in front of the short fence. They will get Goodwin home. And it's 9-4. So the Angels get another run. Cozart with the RBI. And Jules and Simmons coming up. 2 outs here in the 6th inning. As Jules and Simmons with a base hit. So we have not had many clean innings in this entire series. Always something. And here's David Fletcher, 8 home runs, 31 RBIs, and a full count to him. As this ball will go foul. And got him with the slider. 1, 2, 3 inning, but the Angels get another run as it's 9-4. Oakland A's in the lead as we go to 7th inning. Piscotti, Davis, and Chapman. And here is Stephen Piscotti, 1 for 3 in the game, as he is hoping to keep things going as Ramirez still in the game. Simmons, nice play there. Good flip to first. Beauty. Absolute beauty. Great play at first base. So here's Davis, 1 for 3, 43 home runs on the season. As right now, Brad Osmond's going to make some changes. So bring in Big Albert here in the final. Oh, base hit. So a base hit for Davis, as that just went past the glove of Albert Pujols. And here is Matt Chapman. And got him with the changeup there. So the changeup just didn't quite bite for Davis. Certainly bit for Chapman, so two-way. As you have Mark Canha coming up 1 for 2 in the game, a single, and he scored. As Garcia and Robles up in the bullpen. As Canha driving this one deep, but that's off the fence. That will be another run for Oakland, and it is 10-4. As Canha gets the double off the wall. His 20th of the season. And I tell you, the A's certainly ending 2019 on a very hot streak. As Marcus Semien, boy, that did not miss by much. There's a strike with the sinker, 2-2. And I tell you, the changeup missing not by much. Full count. And a foul ball for Semien, still full count here. And ball 4. So Ramirez. So two-way. Chad Pinder, 2-run homer in the 6th inning, his 6th of the season. So Luis Garcia will come in, as that will do it for Ramirez. 80th appearance for him, 4-4 record, no saves, 4.34 ERA, and he is in charge of getting the Angels out of here with no more damage. And there's a ball outside. And there's a foul ball into the seats, so still full count. And ball 4, so Garcia was hoping Pinder would chase, but he does not. Here's Nick Hundley, 0 for 3 in the game, as the innings just continue to drag, as the A's have had a very busy inning. Just about every inning, 1, 2, 3 innings. So the A's drag on one more, and that makes it 10-4. As we have 7th inning stretch time, Trout, Upton, and then Albert Pujols. And here is Mike Trout, 44 home runs, 130 RBIs, for the most dangerous man in California. There's a strike. So Brooks certainly, and there's a hit. Well, might be a hit, but Loreno chases it down, 1 away. And here's Upton, double and an RBI for him. 1 for 3 in the game, 21 home runs on this season. And that is out of here. Tool number 22 for Justin Upton. 446 feet. Yeah, can you say almost a runaway indeed. And the Angels trim it back down to 5 runs again. Every time the Oakland Athletics tend to get something going, the Angels keeps scrapping back just a little bit. As Upton homers number 22 on the season, and I mean, he had all of that one. Give him number 68 for RBIs this year, and now is the most dangerous man. There's Albert Pujols, 623 career home runs, 9 home runs this season, as Justin Boers really had a numerous amount of first base assignments this year. As Pujols drives this one, but it looks like Piscotty will have it two-way. And here's Cole Calhoun. 2 for 3 in the game, 2 singles, and a run scored for Cole in this game. As this ball will go foul. And there's strike 3. Right in the zone. 1-2-3 inning. But Justin Upton delivers a solo shot home run. So 10-5 A's as we go into the 8th inning. So Hansel and Robles coming in the game now. And 92nd appearance of the season. 8-2 record, 1 save, 3.23 ERA. And here's Ramon Laureano, as the A's have certainly kept every inning busy this series. They have hardly had any 1-2-3 innings, and there's another one. Goodness. Another base hit. What's it going to take? So here's Jurickson Profar. And there's a swing and miss at the 2-seam fastball, breaking way outside the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And got him with the changeup. So Jurickson Profar swinging way early on those last 2 pitches and gets the strikeout. You can tell he was trying to swing for the fences. And here's Stephen Piscotty. And there's a base hit for Stephen Piscotty, as this is going to get to the fence. And the throw home, and not going to get him. Boy, heck of a try though, as Laureano will score it, and a double, and it's 11-5. So every time the Angels kind of trying to find a way to climb back in this thing, the A's find a way to scrap in another run. There's a ball outside with the fastball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Oh boy, that just got away from Jonathan LaCroix. So 3-1. Wild pitch to Robles. LaCroix is a good catcher, but I tell you, if he wasn't expecting it, that is a tough thing to come up with. So full count on the fastball, way up in the zone. And oh my goodness, that just missed for ball 4, and Brad Ausmus is wondering where did that miss. So here's Chapman. 2-run homer in the 5th inning. And there's a foul ball. And Chapman, and this is going to be not caught by Trout. And another run for Oakland, and it's 12-5. My goodness. And here's Mark Canha. As this ball will go foul into the seats. So they will, pitching coach Nagy will come in, Charles Nagy will come in and talk to his pitcher, settle him down just a bit. And got him with the nice slider. So strikeout for Robles. So, and here's Marcus Simeon, 2 for 3, a double single. He has scored twice. 2 outs here in the 8th inning. And a 1 ball, 2 strike count. And there's the ball inside. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And ball 3. So Pinder on deck. And popped him up. So Cole Calhoun should have it. 1, 2, 3 innings. So bottom of the 8th inning we go. Oakland leads it as they tack on 2 more runs, and it's 12-5. And here's Goodwin, 1 for 3 in the game, a double. He scored a run. 21 home runs on the season, as he has certainly done a really good job, as this is just a dribbler in front of the mound, in front of the home plate. Nick Hundley, no problem with that one. 1 away. And here is Jonathan LaCroix. And now making the changes here. Chris Herman will come in and catch. And Kendrys Morales will come in. And then Robbie Grossman will come in and play for Chris Davis. And there's a ground ball. Jerickson Profar can't come up with it. With a base hit. And here is Zach Cozart. As this ball will go foul. And a ground ball right to Profar. And Simeon, nice dig by Morales at first. Double play, ended the inning. 1, 2, 3. As a nice defensive play by Profar over to Simeon. And then low throw into the dirt, but nice dig by Morales. And here's Kendrys Morales, 17 home runs. Coming into play to pitch. Get his turn at bat. There's a strike. As he did commit to the swing, but it was in the zone either way. So Robles still in the game. And got him. So good strikeout there. 1 away. And here's Chris Herman. 1 home run, 8 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, 295. As he'll pop this one up. So Peter Barrios will come in. And Kevin Smith will come in. So little changes all around. As this is jacked, Herman's going to have himself a nice double. So Cozart will quickly snag that as Chris Herman gets a nice double there as Loreno will foul this one off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Anderson and Middleton up in the bullpen. And a fly ball. So it looks like Calhoun will have a play on it. 2 away. Not enough distance to move Herman over 2. And here's Jerickson Profar. As he struck out last time. And there's a ball downstairs. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And swing and a miss, strike 2. And a ground ball right to second base, and a 1-2-3 inning. So the A's get no runs finally as we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Simmons, Fletcher, and Trout due up. Top of the order for the Angels. Last hope. And J.B. Wendelken will come in to close this thing out, hopefully. 41st appearance, 1-4 record, 3.56 ERA, and no saves, as he did pick up a decision in the first game of this series. And here's Andrew Simmons, 1 for 3 in the game. And there is a ground ball. Nice play at third base, and nice throw, 1 away, as Canna flashing the leather. My gracious, what a fantastic dive. Comes right up, throws a dart to first base, and 1 away. And here is David Fletcher. And a fly ball out to left field, and there's 2 away. So 2 away, and Mike Trout, last hope to get to home run number 45. So 44 home runs, 130 RBIs. His last chance to get to 45 this season. And there's a ball downstairs with a changeup. 2 balls, 1 strike. Well, who would have thought that Oakland would come in and sweep the Angels? And there's a base hit, as Trout will go for 2, and he'll make it in there. So a nice double, his 45th double of the season, but now his 45th home run. So good hit, and just, live or die. And here is Peter Boros. First time at bat for him in this game, as he came in as a defensive substitution for Justin Upton. He faces a 3-1 count. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So full count to Peter Boros. Last hope for the Angels right here, as this is going to be in the gap. Base hit, and the Angels still not going away quietly as they trim it down to 12-6. A 6-run lead for the Oakland Athletics. And Boros, his 5th double of the season. And Albert Pujols, that's what we thought maybe was his last at bat, the last time he was up. And now a chance here as he faces a 1-ball, 2-strike count, as this ball goes foul. As I tell you, Albert staying alive here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And another foul ball. And got him with the curve. And Wendelken and the A's sweep the Angels 12-6 as Melvin has the A's finish out the season in very hot style, as they just absolutely put a pounding on this team. So 6 home runs for Pinder in this game. Chapman the 17th. A ton of RBIs in this game, including that 7-run 5th inning, and then 7 runs in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th, 2 in the 8th. Effectively ended this game, where the Angels did get runs in the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, and the 9th, but just not enough to win this game. Estrada gets his 6th win of the season, goes to 6-14 on the year, 5 innings done, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Brooks held it, in his 3 innings of work. Wendlekin finishing it up, giving up that 1 run, and that's pretty much it. Up to his 22nd home run, and it's 68 RBIs on the season. And Cahill takes the loss, goes to 10-8 on the season. Ramirez, Garcia, and Robles finished up. And that is how the regular season will finish up for everybody. And then we'll take a look who is going into the big show. You know, who is in the playoffs. Alright, so as we take a look at the playoffs, we are finally here as we take a look at the awards. So Silver Slugger, Mike Trout wins the Most Valuable Player award. Last season it was Jose Altuve, and the season before that was Mike Trout, so his second in 3 years. He wins the MVP in the American League. Corey Kluber, 17-7. Back-to-back Cy Youngs for him. And then Mike Trout wins the batting title, taking that away from Jose Altuve. Reliever of the year, Roberto Osuna, 57 saves for the Houston Astros. Alex Colomé had it last season. Rookie of the year, Andrew Benintendi, with 36 home runs. Aaron Judge a year ago with his big numbers. And then Mike Trout winning the Hank Aaron Award. And then Gold Gloves all around. We're not really going to cover all the Gold Gloves in the postseason. And for the National League, Max Scherzer is the MVP for Washington, 21-5 this year. Amazing effort. Giancarlo Stanton won it last season, and Chris Bryant the year before. Max Scherzer 3 years in a row winning the Cy Young. Amazing effort by him. Chris Bryant wins the batting title in the National League with 30 home runs and 119 RBIs. Josh Hader is the reliever of the year with 46 saves for Milwaukee this year. And then Rookie of the Year, Juan Soto with 27 home runs, 103 RBIs for Washington. Last season it was Cody Bellinger and Corey Seager. Year before, and then Cody Bellinger taking the Hank Aaron Award with 38 home runs, 109 RBIs. And we're not even going to bother with all this other stuff. So, as we head into what should be a very, we're going to skip all that. So, very good year, but who won the average in the American League? Mike Trout did with 326, beating out Mookie Betts 325. National League, Chris Bryant beating out David Peralta with 316, 318. So as we take a look at the brackets, here they are. My goodness. Yeah. Alright, so here it is. The playoffs, or picture is set. Seattle will take on Boston in the one-game wild card playoff. And the winner gets the Yankees, where Minnesota will go against the Houston Astros in their ALDS matchup. And then the Cubs and the Rockies will meet in the wild card playoff. The winner of that game gets Washington. And then the Dodgers and Milwaukee will face off against each other in the NLDS. So that is where we are at for this for the playoff picture. So I will be playing every single game of the 2019 playoffs, so be on the lookout for videos. And of course, as we go into our next week's streaming, I will be covering the playoffs itself on that end too. So until then, I know it's late, and I certainly do appreciate you, Mike and Lady, hanging out with me tonight as late as it is. But certainly hope y'all have a fantastic week. I will see all y'all in a week. Be on the lookout for videos, as I will be covering the wild card games this week, and then the start of the ALDS. So it will be a fun week, busy week and weekend for me. But you know what? I enjoy that fun. So until then, have yourself a great night. As always, keep abreast of my Twitter feed when I do go on. That way you can hopefully catch the action along with me. So until then, as always, tell those close to you that you love them. Buckle up for safety, everybody. And as always, keep God number one. Have a great night. God bless everyone. See you later. Have a great week.